Yo, neighbors. Not Baldylocks reviews. This is A Toy Kind of Mood, episode 212. DC returns to Mattel and Toy Fair 2025 review. And I'm sure that you guys have seen a ton of information and opinions and everything. But let's just dive right into it. We've got Toy Optics Spec.
What is up?
Fellow Baldy.
Freshly shaved, too.
Dude, that looks good.
Yeah.
I feel like mine looks pretty good, too. Nice and shiny.
It does. It's great.
But I don't think we have this guy beat. Tony of Tony's Figs. Look at, dude, you caressed the shit out of that.
I caressed the shit out of it, just like, you know.
That looks amazing, man. So I guess we got a few people here. Does the carpet match the drapes, guys?
Caveman.
Half and half. Manscaped. They got a Manscaped. Got a Manscaped for the ladies.
I'm married. There's no such thing.
He doesn't care. If she, hey, that's right, David. If she don't care, you're good.
You need a crickets sound effect. So when something doesn't land, we got the crickets ready to play.
Punk already talking shit.
Oh, he's already here.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's in the Matrix, Punk. It's deja vu.
Yeah, there's a black cat somewhere.
There's a glitch in the Matrix. All right, so since we're bringing up Punk, why don't we bring up a few other people that came to see what the hell is going on tonight? Gun Butting Customs. Good evening, gentlemen.
M.A.S.K, what up?
This guy is always hanging around. David Speck. Yo.
That guy's a douche.
Who is that?
Douche canoe.
Douche nozzle and douche canoe. He's got both.
The douche nozzle.
Both.
We still got Gun Bunny. He's still here. I can't believe he has been here for a full 2 minutes. And I'm just kidding, Gun Bunny. We know that you hang out. Stanley, what's going on? Stanley said still no ramen van tracking, but
me neither, bro. Me neither.
Yours. Right?
What's up?
You got yours.
Yes.
I think you're the only one.
I was one of the first ones. But I also I live in Los Angeles, so I'm right by the ports.
Yeah. Okay. I'm in Arizona, damn it.
How many did you get, Tony?
One. I got the one that he sent me a long time ago for the prototype, but I did buy one, and I haven't got any email yet, so we'll see.
I haven't gotten anything either. What version did you go for?
Oh, the Punisher one.
Nice.
The Rev Raider? Yeah.
Nice.
You mean the 18 one?
No, the 18 one comes painted.
Oh, you went for the middle one that came with
jet black. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's currently at Mark, so Gridiron can start making some Punisherized weapons for it.
I hope he sells that accessory set separately, like he's doing with the Razor.
I think he might.
Because
he might.
He pre-sold the Razor, and then he's did a separate thing where you can get the Razor pieces separately. Because on the white one, I noticed by accident the front bumper, whatever, so that you don't bang into shit. Those are magnetic.
The brush guard.
Yeah.
Oh,
just these two little pieces that so that you can put in the bigger bash guard or whatever goes there.
Well, let's say hi to a few more people here. We got Punk's Crush, GI Bro, Yo Bros,
big time.
Stanley, Stanley, we'll probably cover that, but yeah, 163. Each figure stated each figure should be boxed. Oh, okay, I got you. More Gun Bunny. How do you say this?
At first I thought it was Let It Troll, but maybe
let it roll.
Let it roll.
Let it roll.
What's up? Let it roll.
Let it roll.
Dude, I didn't see this show yesterday. Why are you doing the same show 2 days in a row? Lawrence, this is the Matrix that we're talking about. This is YouTube, baby. Bald Boys. What's up, Blitz?
Blitz.
Jedi Ben. Oh, I like that. Hello there. Pretty well done.
Hey now.
Hey now. Cougar. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Let's go through. We'll say hi to. I skipped over Todd. Sorry, Todd. Brian. A lot of people. Oh, there's Sabir. Hey, hey, hey.
Sabir, ¿qué pasó?
Nailed it. Nailed it. So let's get right into the topic. You guys want to do that?
But of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, of course. So I think a lot of people are excited that the Bald Band is back together. Welcome to Bald the Fuck Up 2. Dude, when he sent this in the chat, I started laughing. Nailed it by adding the Frag Viper in there. It's so funny. Who was in there last time? Do you remember?
It was oh my god. It was Once a Man Cobra Commander.
Oh yeah. All right, yeah. No, so that's perfect. I actually forgot who was in the last thumbnail, but
Yeah.
that's hysterical. Yeah, so the Bald Boys are back together, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun because between all the channels, right? A Toy Kind of Mood went live on Sunday. We had a little something on Baldy Locks. Well, it was simulcast. So it was on Baldy Locks, Toy Optics, A Punk with Toys, and on the Island Vipers channel. We had something yesterday. Wasn't quite the same as what we're doing tonight, but a lot of people talking about Toy Fair, right?
What's that?
What is Toy Fair? That's been in the news since Saturday because I think that we got way more information than we normally do from Toy Fair, right?
Yes, sir.
Way more reveals. I mean, that Doctor Doom mask alone, that was a surprise. But yeah, I mean, we'll talk about everything else that came out of Toy Fair, and I guess we're gonna talk about the Mattel DC partnership, right?
Oh yeah.
Didn't know that was happening.
Nope. Had no clue. And we'll show off some of the pre-orders from yesterday. How'd you guys make out? Pretty good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah. I even did a pre-order today.
What you get?
Now.
The Moff Gideon, the
Oh.
dark armor or whatever it's called.
Oh, was that today?
Yeah, it was Gideon, the Praetorian Guard, and one more. But
Okay.
I just got Gideon. I put the Praetorian on my Amazon list, so if it goes on sale, maybe I'll grab it.
Yeah, well, this is basically the coverage here. So we've got Sunday night's show, we've got yesterday's show on our channels, even the McFarlane show from last week. What did you think of this thumbnail? It made me laugh. I know I usually make myself laugh. But all I was thinking as soon as I heard, that Mattel released that, I guess they tweeted it out, the DC and Mattel logos. And all I could think of was, how the hell do you get fired on your day off? So if you guys don't know Friday, that's what that's from. And then you were talking about pre-orders. Did you guys pre-order this guy?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
No,
It's
I don't really
cool.
do MCU.
I liked it. But I'm out of Marvel Legends. And then I'm sitting there looking at it and I'm realizing every MCU figure, or at least the few MCU figures I have, and this one, like, they don't have butterfly joints.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
And like Daredevil is supposed to be a very articulated character.
Yes, sir.
He's almost like an articulated ninja. He's like a ninja. But yeah, he looks really cool.
Yeah.
I made a confession to the group yesterday, and I'll share it with everybody watching. I never finished the very first season of the Netflix Daredevil series.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know that you're missing much. Like, it started off strong, and then it kind of goes downhill from there. First season's great. Second season's good. There were 3 seasons of it, right?
I think so.
And then, because like by the 3rd season, they were starting to intermix. So you had Punisher, which was great, and unfortunately never got a 2nd season.
Oh, so that was a 1 season.
It was. I mean, and he shows up because they brought him back for the what was the big group one?
The
Defenders.
I had that comic book.
I liked it.
He's supposed to show up in this new series.
Yeah.
Which could lead, and I don't think he's doing a series, but I think John Bernthal is writing a screenplay with a partner or with one of the Marvel guys to do a standalone movie for Disney.
Ooh. With a theatrical release?
I don't know. Probably not, but
well,
so yeah.
Without leaning too far back into the Netflix series, did any of you guys watch this?
The new one?
The new one.
Yeah, I watched the first episode last night and the second episode this morning.
Okay. Because I don't think this is a shocker that he's back as Punisher.
No, I have not caught up yet. I haven't watched it.
I don't know when he shows up. It's not in the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
But they did some good stuff. Like, so the thing is when they made this, they shot for like 6 weeks, and it was supposed to not have anything to do with the Netflix stuff. It was supposed to be its own thing, right? Starting over.
Yeah, they were supposed to be doing it more in the vein of like not quite She-Hulk, but the Daredevil that we got in She-Hulk, right?
Yes. And I don't know if there was complaints or they saw whatever or blowback, but like when it became announced that Foggy and I can't remember her name, but the female, Karen weren't going to be in it, fans started kind of going nuts, even though I remember fans hated Foggy when the show first came out. And so they went back, they rewrote everything, they reshot everything. My understanding, talking with a buddy this morning about it, is when they got rid of a lot of the crew from the first 6 weeks, they got rid of the fight choreographer and they brought back the fight choreographer from the Netflix show. And I think it shows, because I wasn't impressed with the fight stuff in the first episode.
Okay.
But then by the end of the second episode, I was like, oh, well, some stuff improved. I don't know what's a holdover, what got thrown out, but the second episode was much better than the first, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's it makes sense, right? If it wasn't broke to begin with, you know what I mean? Why try to fix it? So like they started to go another route. I guess they thought it was too gritty or something, but then they're embracing it because that's what people want.
Yeah, you have to leave it. Gritty is born again.
Yeah,
in the comics
so now
anyway.
It's a continuation from the Netflix series. And it interweaves, because they talk about Echo, because I didn't care for the Echo series, and it's not a spoiler alert. I mean, unless you haven't watched it or whatever, but the Echo character shoots Wilson Fisk in the head. So they mention that, and he's got the scar from it. They do throw a curveball at you in like the first 15 minutes, and you're like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting that.
Okay.
And I liked that.
Yeah, so that thing with Echo that you were talking about, and then we'll move on. That happened in the Hawkeye series, right?
I think that was the standalone Echo. Oh no, you know what? You're right. He gets.
I didn't think that Echo series
shot in Hawkeye, and then you see him again in Echo. See, it all bleeds over, and I just don't even remember like what was in what.
Yeah, there's a lot of MCU out there, but there's also a lot of people here with us tonight. So let's say hi to a few more people before we move on to Toy Fair. What's up, Stefan? Is it Stefan or Steven? When you guys see it spelled like that, how do you say
Steven.
it? You say
Steven.
Steven?
Steven, yeah.
All
Unless
right.
they tell you, "Hi, I'm Stefan." Stefan is like STFAN.
Is it?
I know
Stefan.
some guys that named Stefan. They spell it like that.
I knew
This
a
one's
kid.
always been Steven, though. To me,
I knew a kid growing up. There were like 4 Steves or Stevens, and one was Stefan, and this is how he spelled it. That's why. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Punk said somewhere that he wanted to hear dishes in the background. There you go.
That's why I'm in here right now, so that we're not dealing with that.
Punk, you got to go watch your show yesterday.
Yeah, he
If
said
you want to
that.
hear dishes, Punk, I think your sink is full, so you know.
There you go, Tony. I guess I missed some of this here. So we got
Shut up, Punk.
Johnny Reno. Guys, I'm all over the place. Johnny Reno. We got
Johnny
Wait,
Ringo.
on this.
Toy Bounty Hunter. What's going on?
We are follically challenged.
We are follically
Follic-
challenged, and some people in the chat, like Punk, are vertically challenged.
He loves that. Keep saying it.
I'm just here to rage about AI card art and how much I hate this community. Changing my handle to Articulated Adam.
There you go.
There we go.
I must have missed something out in the community today.
Probably
I'm
did.
not really sure what he's talking about.
I do.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Johnny knows. So does Blitz. So many little Easter eggs here.
So many.
So many. We've got a now. How do you guys say this? Is it
Travis fucking
Travis?
Moody.
Yeah. Where the hell is that?
Where is
sound
that
bite?
sound bite? Zen,
Do we have it?
we need it right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here it is.
Travis fucking Moody. Travis fucking Moody.
He said it with some hardcore angst in his voice, didn't he?
Yeah, they're like, I can't. It's passion. I think that it's called passion.
It's passion. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know. Based on his posting, it seems like that's just what he sounds like all the time.
It's a lot of anger in that. I don't know. Wow.
Well, let's
For
move
something you
on.
don't collect, you got a lot of anger.
Let's move on from AI talk for the moment. We could always come back to that. What's up, Falafel? Maximum Daredevil. Listen, I went on the Pulse site
I wish.
when they announced this yesterday, and that's the first thing I said, that I would wait for Maximum Daredevil. Man, a lot of guys here. I'm sorry, I'm not
So
going to get to
maximum.
everybody here.
It was being so maximum.
We
What's
got
up, KJ?
KJ in the house. I think I'm being told that I should put myself on mute.
Really?
Probably. No, I don't think that's what that means. What's up, Ryan? MCR's here. God, it's a lot of people here. Thanks for joining us tonight, because it's
Thanks,
been a
guys.
lot of coverage of Toy Fair, and let's just go.
Wait. But go back to DJ Mr. McFly's comment first. I'm just gonna.
Scram, McFly.
Oh, keep going. There we go. I'm just gonna blow myself on camera real fast.
Whoa. Let me
Thank
get
you.
my glasses.
Thank you for that, Mr. McFly. I appreciate it.
Is it coming up?
It's on Sunday.
Nice. Happy birthday, David Speck.
Happy birthday, Spectre.
Old man Spec.
Thank you
How
for
old you
that.
gonna be, Speck?
Mr. McFly.
46.
Nice.
Damn, I'm old.
Yeah, you are.
Youngster. I'm an old motherfucker.
Yeah, baby. It's all right. Toyamic. Lots of bald here tonight. How y'all
Lots
doing?
of sexy here, Trey.
And he's got the under the desk camera.
Whoa.
Oof.
Bald the fuck up. That's right. Be bald.
Nerd
in the
alert.
chat. Celebrate it. No bald guys here tonight. I mean, no. That's not what I meant to say. No, no guys with hair here tonight, right?
No hair heads.
No hair heads.
I like when you told that to Bobby. No hair hits.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe we can bring Bobby on. We'll make him an honorary Baldy later.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if
We'll tell him go get a bald cap.
Hang on.
Next order.
And Mr. McFly has announced, so happy birthday to Mr. DJ McFly, DJ Mr. McFly, because he's 49 tomorrow.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Old. Happy
Get
birthday,
yourself
DJ.
a G.I. Joe on us. Just message Travis on Instagram for reimbursement.
Right? Give me my money.
But let's go into well, we already talked Daredevil. But let's go into Toy Fair, our final review. What do you guys think? Was it awesome? Did you see this?
4 whiskeys.
I thought we got a lot of great stuff coming out of it.
I did.
Yeah,
I do.
A lot of surprises from NECA. A lot of surprises from Hasbro.
Mm-hmm.
We knew they teased M.A.S.K, but to actually see it and see what the price points are going to be was nice.
There you go. There was no Jada, but we didn't need any. They already did theirs, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think Jada's big enough, and
Right.
I could be totally wrong. Maybe I'm, or yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we know what's coming, and they've shown us, so
yeah,
we're probably good with it.
This is the portion of the night where we're going to basically go over everything else from Toy Fair. We do have G.I. Joe. Stick around for G.I. Joe because we will get over to that stuff in a little bit. But kind of part of the topic was McFarlane, and here he is with some more of the Marvel statues.
Oh, yeah, he had some surprise reveals.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've got Fantastic Four coming. Marvel got the rights to X-Men back, and I really do kind of like how he's doing these comic book covers and bringing them to life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not for me. I think this is very niche within niche, right? You're only going to go after like a few of your favorites, I guess. This is a hard thing to collect the entire series of. But do you guys think he's going to make a run at Marvel? That's the rumor.
No, I mean,
They let him do the statues.
I'm sure whenever the license is up, and other companies are pitching, McFarlane will more than likely pitch as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, bearing some really unforeseen thing or Disney thinking that the team screwed up in some big way, which I don't think they have, I don't think they would lose it unless Hasbro wants them to lose it. Whereas, Todd's the opposite. Warner Brothers wanted him to lose it.
Yeah.
He lost it.
Yeah, and I think that people just have to accept that. I know that there's that video making the rounds of him saying,
guys, we're gonna sit here and do this, and we're talking to DC Warner Brothers right now, and we're things are active, and we're not going away just yet. No,
They'll be there throughout 2025, 2026 is when it ends.
Yeah, and you know what, Spec? That was just way too good, dude.
It was awesome. It was better than
we had him on.
But Liefeld did something good when he did that. That was funny.
Yeah,
yeah, that was.
But can you imagine? And I mean, the thing is, like, Venom and Spider-Man and all that, like, a lot of that is in Todd's wheelhouse, and I think he would love nothing more than to make a Spider-Man figure.
Sure.
But unless things drastically changed, I cannot see him giving us a Spider-Man figure that would compete with what Hasbro is doing, and even for the price complaints, would compete with the Maximum Spider-Man or even Mafex or whatever. Like, him wanting these articulated statues, you will not get Spider-Man poses out of a Todd McFarlane figure, unless
He does something wacky, you never know.
No, but he's killing it with these. I mean, I love this.
I do too. If I was into these statues, I mean, they're badass. I'm just not that grown up yet out of my articulated figures to get these guys yet.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
damn, these would take up a lot of room.
Covers to life, right?
Yeah. See, these are cool.
I love it. I'm not collecting it, but I love it. There hasn't been one.
Good, some don't look good. I think it's interesting that he's doing them in 2 different scales.
Mm-hmm.
Meh.
Well, I mean,
you can go into Target and you can find these. You can't find a fucking Marvel Legend to save your life. But
oh my god, yeah, you're right.
I mean, like I walk in on occasion, I'll see Spider-Man Unlimited, or I started seeing Chameleon. Sometimes I'll see Spider-Boy. I've never once seen Agent Venom, and I don't even remember who the other ones were that got released.
Well, it's because Hasbro doesn't know how to make toys, right?
Right.
I don't know. They're all over my detolf. So.
No, that's true. Listen, these are cool. They're just not for me.
Yeah, these are like, I mean, these are supreme decoration for the. I don't know. It's a comic book Marvel fan. It's just all they are is decoration. Open them up, put them, dust them every once in a while. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, Jedi Ben says how I feel here. Meh.
Yeah.
And I think he said it better than I did. And then, MCR action figures beat statues. But, a lot of people would disagree with that, but they're not here, right?
Right. True.
This community here likes the action figure. So I don't really.
But I was a big statue guy 14, 15 years ago. I was getting all those Star Wars Gentle Giants, most of which I'm now trying to sell.
Yeah.
So like I kind of boomeranged.
So you went away from them.
Ooh.
Right. And then McFarlane is doing stuff like this, right? Is this part of this isn't part of the Page Punchers?
No.
The little one is, right?
Part of the multiverse. I think the Kong one is multiverse. But at least this Godzilla has some articulation. A little more than the Kong does.
That King Kong was so disappointing. Like I get it.
Big statue.
King Kong, it's statuesque, right?
Yeah, but it's like a mega figure, so give it some fucking knee articulation and elbow articulation.
Yeah, I mean, if they could give that clay face,
you think it'd be easy because it's so big.
Like this thing's got double jointed knees, and I mean it's got single jointed elbows, but like it moves and does shit. This is my kid's. He loves it, but
I do like the one thing I do like about this set. I mean, I'm not getting these, but the one thing I like about this set is you get the minifigure as well, and that's more for like photography purposes, right?
Yeah, or just scale. But even that, I think it's still out of scale. Like Superman's still taller than he would be.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be a lot smaller compared to Godzilla. But yeah, he's got the multiverse. Tony, you said this is the one you want, right? This Superman?
Yeah, I mean, I made a couple that, are pretty cool for my collection. But this is, I mean, even though he has huge freaking hands, he can't get away from that. That Superman on the left is pretty much no chef's kiss. The only thing, I mean, I don't know if I'm being real picky here, but the only thing that stands out to me is the chest emblem has to be correct. He doesn't have a black outline around the emblem, but that's the only thing that I'm being nitpicky about. The rest is pretty cool. I like the blue color. Head sculpt is dope, and he looks pretty good. I'll get that one, the digital suits. I don't really do Kingdom Come, the early Kingdom Come Superman. He doesn't have any gray hair yet, but he has the black.
I guess Robo did like a deep dive on it, and it has some gray.
Oh, does he?
Brushing. It's really hard to see. I don't like the face sculpt on that one.
I don't either.
He's got
which one are we talking about? The
one in the middle.
Kingdom Come. Yeah.
Kingdom Come.
So that Gong Toys Pop Mart Kingdom Come Superman to me is still the best of that version of Superman. And then I just grabbed for a buddy. I found it was the Fleischer Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That is actually one of the better McFarlane figures I've seen in recent times. Like, it's a solid Superman. It looks really great.
That's one I'm after because
Yeah.
I used to watch all the Fleischer stuff when I
The
was
old
a kid.
cartoons.
Yeah, my grandfather had some old thing on Beta, and it had all the Popeye, and because
Oh yeah.
Fleischer Studios did Popeye early on.
I think
I'm
so.
not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure.
think it was Fleischer.
Yeah, and then the Superman and stuff like that. So, that's one I want. And
I'll
then
keep my eyes open if I find another one.
yeah, if you find another one, let me know. And here's your Hawkgirl. Finally.
Yes.
I guess the platinum is going to be the Super Friends colors, or the
This one is like, isn't this one kind of like Superpowers colors? Like this would be Shayra Hall, but it looks like Kendra.
So when you
I
say
get it.
superpowers, do you mean superpowers or super friends?
Well, like
one or the
the Wonder Woman, the two Wonder Womans that came out, one was a Superpowers-esque looking one, and one was like, your current Wonder Woman. So that's why I lean towards saying Superpowers. Super Friends, I don't know. Super Friends would be a different type of costume than the one this has. But
I think
I don't know.
Andy is telling us that the Fleischer Superman is still up on Best Buy. So,
Dude, I always forget about Best Buy.
I do too, and I
That's right.
appreciate that, Andy. So I'll attempt to
Thank you, Andy.
I'll attempt to get it.
That's where I got my Nightfall Batman at Best Buy.
Yeah, there's a lot of love for the Fleischer Superman.
It's really good. It's just, I don't know. There's something about it. Like, I was almost like, man, do I kind of want one for myself? And then it's like, no, because what
up, Bobby?
No.
Yeah, well, listen, I get it. You got to pick and choose, and we will talk more about like the DC characters going to Mattel a little bit later. But listen, we're still going to get a lot of, for the McFarlane fans out there, you're still going to get a lot of product in the next year or so, a little more than a year. He's got the license till mid 2026 or early 2026.
Yep.
Dude, he already pumps out
as much as he can.
Yeah, he pumps out a lot. I think he's going to get a lot of fan favorites in before that deadline. So I wouldn't worry too much. What's that?
I would want, I mean, I hope he does, and it looks like he might do that, but I don't know if he'll pull off, because we always say he doesn't care for like the female heroes or whatever.
Right.
And I just needed Zatanna and
I think
Black
you'll
Canary.
Well,
You may
there's
get
Black
Black
Canary
Canary
right there.
too, but I think Zatanna was confirmed or
Very nice.
highly rumored.
Well, when it comes to
Zatanna.
like, who else did you say? Canary, Black Canary.
I need Black Canary and Zatanna, and those are both the fishnet stocking wearing ones, unless he makes the what was it, Perez with the blue and white cape. Zatanna, remember that one?
Black Canary, I would think of. Wasn't she originally in the JSA, the Justice Society of America?
It kind of with Crisis on Infinite Earths, it's kind of like weird. They kind of put her towards, the Earth 2 or Earth 1, maybe, I think. But she does need to go with that satellite era Justice League. She was in there with Green Arrow, and they haven't made a classic Green Arrow yet. So,
right. Well, here we've got a nice look at Jim Gordon. They finally did a Jim Gordon. This looks like year one Jim Gordon, right?
Oh yeah,
and it reuses. I didn't realize it at first, and then I saw somebody else post a picture of their collection. It reuses the Constantine body.
I was just gonna point that out, because that's what people were using anyway to make their custom Jim Gordons.
But it's interesting because you can see right on his thigh, like it has the rips and tears.
Mm.
Yeah.
which is sort of I don't know. Like I never think of Jim Gordon as kind of being sloppy. So like the belt kind of hanging out of the belt loop and the tears on the pants. The only sloppy Jim Gordon is the Harley Quinn cartoon version, which is fucking hysterical if you guys haven't watched it.
I haven't seen it. I heard it's good.
Oh, it's great. And the voice is Christopher Maloney, if you know who that is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
From Law and Order.
From Law and Order and from Wet Hot American Summer, and like he is a hilarious guy, even though he takes these like tough guy roles. Like when he does comedy,
I think he's in both or the first two Harold and Kumar's.
Yes, he's the redneck and covered in boils.
Dude, did you ever see that, Tony?
Do my wife.
Oh my god. You don't know it's him at all. It's hysterical. And he steals every scene that he's in. But I think he's in both, right? He's in both of them.
God, I haven't seen the second one in forever. I don't remember if he shows. Oh, he does show up again because they've got the inbred son.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, look, he's still pumping out some good stuff here. I mean, that actually does look like Gal Gadot.
Yeah, that one's been on the shelves. I found that one for a friend. That Supergirl looks great.
She looks really nice, the Supergirl.
I don't know anything about that bat armor.
Me neither, at all. I've never seen that.
I've never seen it either. There's some great figures coming out. I mean,
these are both been on the shelves for a bit.
Yeah. Simon Baz for your Green Lantern Corps.
Yep.
Who's that? Grid?
I think so. And then you got some more page punchers coming. Right? These are the larger ones, right?
Yeah, these are the 7-inch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So plenty of stuff coming, and I do like this. I mean,
I do.
There's Super Friends right there.
Yeah, I feel like this line is going to be dead on arrival, though, because it's like, hey, here's our new line. Yeah, we just lost the license, so how far are they going to get into it? But it will scale with the Batman 66. So if you're into that line, you could get this line and intermingle them all.
I mean, that Lex Luthor is killer. It looks just like the one from Super Friends.
I can hear the theme music now, man.
Yeah.
With all this.
And why didn't he ever do a 7-inch version of that Lex Luthor?
Who knows?
Your guess is as good.
I mean, it is weird, but if you're a hardcore collector, when you get to the end of the license and they start to really drop the production numbers, this could be the line to collect that goes up in value later.
Right.
Yeah. He made that Sinestro in Superpowers.
I think, like you said, Spec, it might be DOA. You might be able to get this on clearance, and then in 4 years, people are paying a ton of money for these. I could be wrong, but what do you think?
No, I think you're right, because it's happened with every other line that's ended, right? Whatever the last wave was didn't have high production numbers, and even if it just was characters that nobody cared about, they still went up in value.
Yep. What do you guys think of this?
I'm Ninja Turtled out to a certain degree. I don't read the IDW comics, so this design doesn't appeal to me.
Me neither.
But I guess Preternia confirmed that Loyal Subjects is done with Ninja Turtles, which would explain Todd getting them.
Right.
And then I think it might have been Preternia. So I guess they had a prototype, and it's fully articulated. He said it's fully articulated like the 7-inch figures. So, I mean, that'll be good for those that want them.
Yeah.
And it's not a WB license, so this isn't something that's going to dry up in a year, depending how deep he goes with it.
Yeah, I mean, like my first marriage, she dried up in a year.
Ugh.
Yeah, I never thought I'd tie Ninja Turtles in with that, but here
But
we
you
are.
did.
But 5 inches for this line, and it comes with the comic book. So, what are we pricing this at?
Man,
Oh, these will be 20, 25, just like they'll probably be 20. That's my guess. They'll be 20.
Okay. All right. I mean, 5 inches, sure. And then we got this, which I thought was kind of odd.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's that question is like, how long have these been in the pipeline? Whose fucking emails going off?
who's
Crazy? Is that you, Zen?
bumping?
It's me, and I don't know how to turn it off.
What the hell is that?
It's
I'm
his
looking at my
messenger,
phone,
the
and I'm like,
IMs.
no, it's on vibrate.
No,
Is
it's
that
not.
Travis
It's not
blowing
my
you up?
phone. It's coming through the computer.
He's had the Mortal Kombat license forever, right? And it seemed like he kind of stopped doing anything with it except for an occasional Mortal Kombat Spawn or a Mortal Kombat Joker. And so it seems weird that he's going to do this now. So we know that there's these 4, and then they had a prototype of Raiden also.
All right.
But like, unless he's,
I think I just fixed it. I think I got it.
but like, unless
is
he
something
just
done
blasts
cooking?
this, unless he blasts this line out, like this is another DOA line. Unless he can get the whole run of classic characters out in the next year, which he probably could. This is part of Warner Brothers, so I think that these go when the license goes.
Ding.
It's not Travis. It's one of my kids. So.
Oh. Sorry, kiddo.
And I just found out I even had a kid. So, Mortal Kombat here. Just like you said, are we only getting 4? Do you think we'll get more classics? And why did he wait till the end of the license to release this? Because this is what everybody wanted to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely more because, like I said, if you watch the video that Todd took, that I'm not supposed to take this, but I can do what I want because it's my name's on the thing. And
Wait,
They
you
look
know,
like crap in real life. Yeah.
Raiden was there in the background, so there's at least 5. I'm sure there'll be more.
I was holding that up for you to do the voice, but obviously we need to work. we need to work on that.
Yeah, I have to get my own so that I can.
Yeah.
See,
Todd.
they look whatever. They don't look. Look at the pins. Look at the. Oh my god!
But they're prototypes, right? So
that's true. That's
my hope
me,
is
yeah.
that's.
Get the frig out of here. These are ready to ship.
I know, right?
does-
That's what KJ's saying in
If
the
they
chat.
ship and that's what the freaking elbow joints look like, then like.
So the
They're
skinny
trash.
bodies don't bother me too much, like Toyamic is saying here. But the pin joints, it is 2025. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is, how old is this technology? Most companies have moved away from it.
But it's cheap for him to do, and I think the like Tony, you tell me, customizers like the pin joints because it's easier to take apart and swap.
Yeah, it's easier to take apart, prepare your joints, sand them down, do whatever you need to, and put them back together. That's fine.
Right.
I mean, I haven't done that in a while, but they're way easier than with non-pin joints that look better. We can't do that.
Yeah,
I'm not cutting them up.
I do like he's kind of taking a page out of the Jada Toys, and Jada Toys wasn't the first one to do it because I've seen other companies do it, but the arcade style box in the background.
Yeah,
I think Genghis is right. Ross Ollie's, Five Below, Burlington Marshalls.
Absolutely.
100% KJ.
could be, but again, this is towards the end of the license. There may not be that many out there. This could be something that some people want later. I don't want it. I think it would have been cool to get like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just, again, those pins they're eyesores at this point.
And why Mortal Kombat 2?
Well, I think he's just taking from across the whatever. Because I mean, like those look like they're out of the first one, right?
These are
Yeah.
these are part 2.
Are they?
Oh, it is part
I
2?
played it for so long. Yeah. Part 1, Liu Kang looks like Bruce Lee.
That's
So
right.
this one, he's got all the red, like motocross looking. They got motocross shin pads on, freaking Sub-Zero right here.
Oh, there he is. There's Raiden.
Yeah, Melina was introduced in Mortal Kombat 2.
That figure looks terrible.
It looks so bad.
It's just
Well, you do get a different face here.
Yeah, the good face, and then I can't remember the same.
Oh, I hadn't seen those yet. I read about them, but I hadn't seen them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I was just about to bring this up. So this is from Fallout, the TV show.
Oh, I have no idea.
Show. Such a good show. And
Now,
Walton
is that a
Goggins
WB show?
No, that's on Amazon.
Well, I meant, is it produced? No. Okay, so if it's on Amazon, it's produced by Amazon Studios.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay. How's this look?
I mean, that ghoul looks pretty freaking good. That one looks more. Well, it looks like it has elbow joints, but then it doesn't look like it has knee joints.
Oh, you're right, huh? Yep.
But they're supposed to be fully articulated, from what I read. I don't know. It's a great show. That's Walton Goggins is a phenomenal actor, and is great as that character.
He's funny. He's crazy.
Yeah, but the dog has no articulation. It looks like
no McFarlane animal, pet-sized animal, because I guess that horse, that Build-A-Horse, is articulated. But like Ace the Bat Hound and Crypto and all, like they all look god awful because they have
that little cat that came with Power Girl.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't even try with those. Like he was just, I'm gonna give you guys some animals, and here's a little chunk of plastic that looks kind of like a dog, and that's what you guys are gonna get right there.
Just, and whatever you say, it's still sexy. It's kind of sexy.
Come on, he's got a little bit of black on the face. He's got the pointy ears. He's like a good little boy, and it's a sexy boy. Like, what else more do you want?
So KJ saying it's on UPN. Is UPN still a thing?
I didn't know there was a UPN still. Holy crap!
No, it's long gone.
I think he just meant the Paramount Network. Is it on Paramount? Paramount Plus, maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe. I swear it was on Amazon.
I didn't watch it. I heard it was very good. Guys, I don't watch a lot of TV. I've been very jaded by television. Usually if I'm watching anything, it's football, and that's over. And finally, one of my kids is into baseball, so we've been having that on. But yeah, I'd rather watch sports. Let's see.
This show is worth watching. I guarantee it.
I hear it's excellent, but I've been jaded from I was jaded from Lost, and I never recovered.
Never watched.
You guys never watched it?
I watched like the first 2 or 3 seasons, and then I was kind of over it.
Yeah, well, I stuck it out like an idiot. Okay.
I gave up. What other shows? Like I gave up on Game of Thrones after like season 3 or 4. I didn't finish that one.
Oh man.
And I gave up on Sons of Anarchy after like season 3.
Well, you both of them all the way through.
You put so much time into it, right? That you just go, I'm going to finish it out. So, like the MCU, it's had way more hits than misses, but this multiverse saga is such lazy writing. There's some great stories in there, but like there's some terrible shit in the MCU right now, right? But I've spent so much of my life watching each movie leading up to Endgame and then the Loki series and stuff that I'm like, I'll just keep watching them as they come out. So maybe I'm dumb. I don't know.
Well, it's just like Sons of Anarchy and Game of Thrones, to me, they just got too dark, right? I was just like, all right, this is just too depressing. Sons of Anarchy, when they started going after like the kids, and I had small kids at the time, I was just like, I'm out. That's too much. Like, I just don't want to. I don't want to watch that. I want something a little bit lighter.
I couldn't stop with Game of Thrones. Like I wanted to watch the whole damn thing. I was
Well,
invested.
speaking of lighter television and, and the golden age of television, because of Lost, I never watched Breaking Bad. I've never watched.
Me neither.
Oh, Breaking Bad was like the pinnacle of golden age TV.
And that's what I've heard, but I never committed years ago. Now, even during COVID, when I had all that downtime, I watched movies that I wanted to watch. I never watched, like,
Same
I never
here.
binge watched shows. So what do you guys think of this? I mean, there's a lot of people saying, you know, I need Saul.
It's cool. The Jesse Pinkman doesn't. It kind of looks like Aaron Paul, but not really. But I mean, I don't need Breaking Bad action figures. I know other companies have done them. There've been a couple third-party 1/12 scale that looked pretty good of them in like their orange outfits with the masks while they're making meth and stuff. But yeah, cool that
These
they're
are
doing.
Haya, right? These are Haya. Yeah.
So a lot of like Breaking Bad is worth the watch. You know, one day I'll get to it. Perfect ending. Still need to watch Better Call Saul. So I just saw there's a timeline out there of how to watch it chronologically for the two shows.
Yeah, because there's an overlap period. Better Call Saul. My wife and I watched the first 2 seasons, and then we kind of tapered off.
It's a prequel sequel series, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Like the bookends are kind of sequelish, and then the show is prequelish. But then I think as it gets later in the seasons, and obviously I can't speak to it because I didn't watch that far into it, it butts up against the series.
Right. So, I mean, you got something like this. Not everybody can get into a show about a drug dealer.
But it's the reason why he became a drug dealer, right? Like you.
Yeah. Steven, tell me if you got into The Sopranos in the comments. Like maybe not drug dealers, but were you into New Jersey Mafia? And you know what? Are these 1/12 scale?
Yeah, Hyatt does 1/12. I'm not sure if these are 1/12. They look like it. But,
look like it.
I don't know how true to 1/12 their stuff is. I haven't handled any of their 1/12 offerings.
Some people are into teachers making drugs. Listen, I'll tell you what. I have a lot of teacher friends, right? And if I realize the amount of drugs our teachers were probably doing when we were kids, that would have been shocking, right? There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff you learn as an adult. Are these 1/12 scale?
I hope so, because they did a Rambo. They did a 1/12 Rambo.
Okay.
And these are cool. I probably would not buy them, but they look awesome. Like who wouldn't want a fucking Mr. America Apollo Creed on their shelf? Like I'd be very tempted.
I mean, these look like fun. That dog looks amazing. Stallone looks amazing.
That dog's not as good as my dogs, guys. My dogs look great. They're just so friendly and fun looking. You gotta have.
They just don't move. They just don't move.
Who cares if it's got articulation?
That dog's got
articulation.
Let's see. Nope. He wasn't
KJ saying the Exquisite Super Series is 1/12, so these are 1/12.
Okay, all right.
Good looking cloth goods on Rocco.
Wow, MCR is a Rocky fan. He's got all the Apollo Creed sayings down.
Now we just need.
This looks amazing.
We need abusive brother-in-law Polly.
Yeah, that's in the next.
Nick, you need Mickey. Uh-oh. I didn't see these. Nice. Got Hooper. No. Oh, yeah, I did. I just saw Jaws. I didn't see Hooper, and I didn't see Quint.
So I mentioned this before. This Jaws was such a huge surprise for me. I'm very excited that they're doing this. So for those of you that don't know, one, this will be the perfect shark if you need any type of sharks in your display.
Aquaman allies.
Yeah, it'll be amazing. But this was a game. This was a game from like 1975. You put all the pieces in the shark, and then you had the pole to pull everything out.
Oh yeah, with the hook, yeah.
Yeah. So this is NECA's version of that
NECA?
game. Is it NECA or NECA?
I say NECA.
I say NECA.
It's NECA.
It's NECA. You NECA?
It's whatever. It's interesting that I guess I'm not surprised that they're coming out with these figures, but they already came out with them. I guess those are 8-inch. They came out with them in the real cloth line that they do.
Mm-hmm.
So they did a Hooper, they did a Quint, they did a Hooper in the diving outfit.
Yeah.
I can't remember if they did.
Well, this is the 50th anniversary, so even if it was a few years ago, they're going to tap into it now.
Yeah, the Academy Museum's going to have a big exhibit for this.
Probably playing with yourself, Hooper.
Yo, Quint is so just amazing.
Awesome.
He's so awesome. And I heard he was just like that to the whole crew.
Oh,
Like
Robert
Jordan
Shaw is
Baker.
awesome,
Yeah.
dude. He's badass.
The only thing missing from this set is the little Kiltner kit.
Wow.
What was it? Alex Kittner, right?
Alex or Bobby, Alex Kittner, maybe. Yeah. I'm not gonna
If
stand
they
here
had it,
and watch
like,
that little Kittner boy spill out over the dock. Can you imagine?
how do they not have like at least pieces of that kid?
Pieces of the girl that died in the very beginning.
Yeah,
It's NECA, so I wouldn't put it past seeing
Well, yeah.
some of it at some point. But real quick point of clarification, KJ saying the Breaking Bad stuff is 118.
Oh wow, little
118. Wow.
somebody be happy.
I know that Haya does 118 scale. I just didn't know that they did real cloth at 118.
So this is KJ. I clicked on your name. But wow, okay. What about Rocky? Are the Rocky figures 118 or 112? If
Those
anybody
are the
knows.
112 because those were the premium exquisite.
Okay. All right. So moving on from NECA.
Still
What do you guys
NECA.
think of this?
That's pretty dope.
These are awesome. I have come across Bert and Ernie at Target, and it took a lot of self-control. Like I was walking to the front of the store with them in my hand, and then I finally stopped and put them on a shelf and was just like, what am I doing? Like, I'm out of space. I don't have
I've done
anywhere to
that.
start a whole new display. Where am I going to put them? I was having lots of funny photograph ideas for them, and I loved Sesame Street, and I absolutely love the Muppets, but they're amazing. They look amazing in person.
They look really good.
So what scale are these?
These are the NECA scales, so they scale with the 7-inch. So the
Okay.
figures themselves are probably like 5, 6-ish.
Probably, yeah, because they're small dudes anyway. What's up, Bobby?
What's up,
Yo,
Bobby?
Bobby.
Bobby, I was just about we had Steven in the chat saying he didn't watch Breaking Bad, he didn't watch Sopranos.
I didn't either.
But now we've got a pimp here on screen. Did you watch the pimp episodes of Sesame Street with the count?
One hoe, ha ha ha. Two hoes, ha ha ha.
Woman,
Three
you owe me
hoes.
$300.
You want to know what a great series was? If I'm sure people in the chat saw it. I had them. I used to have them on DVD, and I think I got rid of them. Unfortunately, was Greg the Bunny,
Yes. What's up, KJ? Yes.
which was basically like adults' version of Sesame Street.
Well, wasn't that Jim Henson's kid that did that?
I can't remember if he had an involvement with it because I remember Seth Green was in it.
Yeah.
Was Eugene Levy in it?
Man.
You know what? Let me check real quick. Real quick, my wife and I actually, we're on the final season, like the last few episodes of Breaking Bad. Those figures did look really good. I won't even lie. I'm with. Yeah, it was Eugene Levy. It was Eugene Levy, Seth Green, Bob Gutton, and Sarah Silverman.
It's a great show. It really is.
Was that the clip you sent us the other day? Was that
no? That was from the Dirty Muppets movie, and that was Henson's son that directed it.
That's what I'm thinking of.
And for whatever reason, I can't remember the title of it. It got terrible reviews. It bombed at the box office.
It's right here. It's Happy Time Murders.
Happy Time Murders. Yeah.
It's fucking funny. That movie's. I don't care what anyone says. It's a funny movie.
True. Sometimes and I will say, if they did Super Grover, I would buy him. Look, I'm with you, Spec. Yep. I'm out of room.
You have all that empty shelf space,
right? Ernie is my favorite Muppet. It was Ernie, Kermit, Bert, Super Grover, Bert,
hey Bert, fondle my balls, Bert.
Bert, why did you show me your friend, Bert? There were more than that, Bert.
You sound more like that. What's that? That scientist guy, or no, the chef. I mean,
it was all Jim Henson doing those voices. So.
Yeah,
the best.
He's the only one with human hands.
He's throwing everything.
The Muppets show on Disney was hilarious, and the episode where Beaker comes in wearing the same clothes. Beaker and Dr. Honey Bun came in wearing the same clothes, and Kermit goes, "Hey, weren't you wearing that yesterday?" And the professor goes, "We don't need to answer that." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. That was great."
That actually is an underrated show. So
it was so
there was
good.
one on 6 that was on Channel 6. It was like behind the scenes of the talk show. Is that that the same one you're talking about?
Yeah, it was on ABC. That's right, it was ABC.
Yeah, and Dave Grohl has the drum off with Animal.
Yeah, Animal, yeah.
Oh, he's like, I've been waiting for this for a long freaking time.
Well, it's funny if you watch the newer movie, the Muppets movie. The first one was fantastic. The second one was, but when they go to Vegas to get Fozzie and he's singing for the Muppets, that's Dave Grohl on the drums back there too.
And his name is Animal or something like that.
The Muppets.
Animal.
Yeah, I like them. What was Fozzie say? People were looking for bears, and I found out I'm the wrong type of bear. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I was the wrong person.
That movie was so good, guys. I guess listen, it's so good. I'm assuming everybody's a Muppets fan, right?
Huge.
And that movie, Jason Segel nailed it. He hit every step. I mean, it was so good.
Yeah. And he didn't write the second one. He bowed out, and that was you could tell.
Well, he even had the Easter egg in Sarah Marshall. Did you guys see that? Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
With the count
a long time ago.
Well, not just that, but he's drunk and he's crying up in the room, and he's playing the Muppets theme. He's drunk and he's going. He's like, "It's time to light the," and he's falling.
I will say, it came out like 15 years ago. It's called The Muppets: The Green Album, and it was all the Muppet songs done by like new like bands and whatnot. And Weezer and someone else did Rainbow Connection, and that was like one of the best freaking covers I'd ever heard. It was beautiful.
Sarah McLachlan,
I think it was. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that song still like tugs at you when you hear it.
Oh, that was actually at our wedding. It was my song I danced. My mother, mother of the groom dance. That's what we danced to. That's what she used to sing to me when I was little. So
awesome.
In my heart. So
And yes, Jedi Ben, anything Weezer does is great. I agree.
That's true. That's
Yes.
true. Very,
Yes.
very well put.
Okay, all right then.
Oh, there's more. There's more Muppets. There's more Muppets or Sesame Street.
Yes. I
Where-
want.
Did the slides go? There we go.
Oh, there
Nope. Oops.
we go.
These are awesome. Damn
I
it.
want that big bird.
That Big Bird is going to be expensive as shit.
Yes,
Big
it
Bird
is.
is one of my favorites, dude.
That
Little-
Big Bird
Beak
has got to
comes
be.
off, right.
What's up?
The beak comes off.
the whole head. The whole head. is
The whole, because the head that's on the floor is the first,
Yeah.
the original, like the first season of Sesame Street.
Yes,
with his
but
eyes like sad. Yeah.
there's another face for this modern or the whatever the one we know more, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's another face with a closed mouth, and the face comes off. So there's like these peg holes, and it's flat,
Oh.
and it's the thing of nightmares.
yeah.
It's awful.
Well,
Yeah,
Bert,
I've
like
never seen
Bert, his eyebrow comes off, his unibrow, because you can swap with the angry one between
Yeah,
the two.
That's funny. Hey, I know Oscar. I can't remember the dude on the right. I can't
Harry.
remember him.
Harry.
Harry?
Yeah,
Yep.
Harry.
Harry. Okay.
I want to
Wow.
say that I would buy Oscar the Grouch in a heartbeat, but if
Yes.
that is the Oscar that we get, I'm out, because I want Oscar with arms. I want him
Yeah,
out
Him
of
popping out of it
Yeah.
and holding on to the thing and all.
Yeah. So unless this one comes with arms that can plug into it or whatever.
Well, this is the only thing I'm seeing for this group here.
Yeah, that's all I saw too.
And since we were talking about the nightmare of Big Bird's face coming off, we go right into horror here.
I didn't see that red figure before. This is the first time I'm seeing that one.
What are these, dude?
I don't know what these are. These
Well, so the red one would be from a movie because it's near the Lon Chaney and the
Yeah.
is it the original Phantom of the Opera?
No,
No.
it looks. Why does the thing next to him look like he's saying Bride of Frankenstein?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's the one thing about
because that's a
slide.
reflection. That's a
It's
reflection.
a reflection.
Well, we'll have to figure that one out. The figure that's on the right is the Shredder as Dracula
Yeah.
from the Ninja Turtles Universal Monsters series.
Ew.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
is
it
gross.
is.
Well, I don't know. The way the slides are posted is
Yeah, Travis.
Gun Bunny says, "Isn't that the Crimson Ghost?" It could be. I don't
Maybe
know.
Good Buddy knows what's up. He knows.
Let me see real quick.
could be.
Crimson Ghost.
I still don't know who the Crimson Ghost is. I don't
Yes,
know.
yes, it is. 1946.
There
Nice
we go.
job.
Gun
Nice
Bunny for
job.
the win.
Gun Bunny for the win again. Him in Happy Time Murders and him in the Crimson Ghost. I can't even speak right now.
These look
Crimson.
freaking amazing, but I can't tell if these are prototypes without articulation or if these are just going to be more like statues.
Yeah. So this is like,
Okay.
is it like Universal Monsters and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles? Because
Yeah.
that Kang looks freaking
I
amazing. It
will
looks
buy
like
that.
That's crazy.
it looks like
Yeah,
out of a 50s B movie,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's so that Krang is the whatever that alien creature is from, and NECA's doing a standalone figure of that particular alien. Come on, Gun Bunny, help me out. Who that
I have
alien?
one of those little things where it came with my Ninja Turtles, but I can't remember what it's called. That's what Krang's people are, right?
Well, Krang is Krang, and so
Okay.
But the look on that face, it's a very specific alien from a movie. Metaluna. There we go.
There
Gun
we
Bunny again for the win. The Metaluna alien. But then the body is this other movie where it's like I don't know. It's a really cool design.
Yeah, I will buy that Krang because the alien, the Metaluna alien, looks amazing. I love the 3D glasses on the body.
I saw that. Yeah.
I love like you can tell. Like I love the Cyclops monster, two-headed monster. That's great. But you can tell that with that Krang, it's a love letter to 1950s B movies.
Right. And it feels like Mars Attacks.
Exactly.
So they definitely nailed what they were going for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did a nice job. But then we've got some more here.
These are the
this is
I
all
love
new.
these. I love these because I do love Stan Sakai. I do love his artwork. Will I get these? Probably not, because I'm sure they're gonna do like the 4-pack, and I can't afford that right now. But I love the Mikey like smile. He looks so happy. He's like, I got onigiri, yay! And then
That's
Leo's
Mikey.
like, huh?
That's Mikey. Oh yeah.
That's Mikey, exactly. And then I mean, they all look great. Spec, was I talking to you about this? Where it's like you don't like the way like the front of the shells look?
I don't like the front of the shells. I love the facial expressions and just like how emotive they are.
Yeah.
But they're an easy skip for me. But yeah, I don't like that weird thing with the shell and how it like V's up in the middle and.
Oh yeah, I get that.
You've always been into facials.
You can only get so much green goo in your mouth before you just like had enough.
I mean, it's true. Yeah, if these are sold separately, I would probably get. If there's a 4-pack, I would probably have to like sadly pass.
What about these bad boys?
I'm reading the comics and they're cool. I have no desire to get figures.
Same.
Now this is from the last Ronin, right?
This is from the last Ronin 2.
Yeah.
Series 2.
Last Ronin 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, this is where they're being raised by Casey and April's daughter.
What do you guys think of this when they do this stylized painting?
I'm out.
I mean, it's from the last Ronin comic, but like it's I think it's from flashbacks.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And so it's for people that are completists and really want it, it's cool that they're doing it, but it's just too much.
Yeah.
It's just way too much.
I think it's fun looking. It captures what it wants to, but you're right. You can only go so deep with this, right?
Well, I mean, there are turtle collectors, like if you put the logo on it, they're gonna buy it.
Yep.
Like it's ridiculous. But I will say, between some of NECA's mishandlings of certain things and M.A.S.K putting out that freaking amazing set that they put out, like my turtle collecting with NECA has almost ended completely.
Same. For me, it's Super 7, but yeah, I'm done.
And these are pretty cool, but yeah, I don't collect that stuff, so.
Again, I'm with Spec. I mean, they're cool, and if you're a completionist, like if you want that Donnie with the
foot soldier
head, I mean, if you are reading Last Ronin 2 and you love what they're doing with it, then then definitely go ahead and get it. Like, I'm not gonna tell you not to, but I do love that shredder with the floppy disk.
Yeah. So the only cartoon shredder that there is, which I have, was a 2-pack with the Krang in the Walker body, not the full android body.
Yeah.
And he's a bit of a skinnier mold, and this one's a whole new Ultimate Shredder standalone figure, and it's a new sculpt, so it's a bit of a beefier body. I might go for this one. I keep debating whether or not I want to get rid of my cartoon turtles, even though I love them. So we'll see. I may go with this. The thing is NECA's prices are starting to increase if you look at a lot of the pre-orders that have been going up.
Yep.
And that makes it very easy for me to sit there and say I'm out.
Yep. What about this?
I loved this playset as a kid. I had it. I loved it. I used the shit out of it. If this was a year or two ago, I'd probably pre-order it. But I can easily say no to all the retro stuff. It's great. It looks awesome. It's a lot of fun. But
now, did they update this at all?
Nope.
No.
It's exactly the same, right?
It's 1-to-1, because a lot of people complained with the Technodrome that you can get on Amazon is that it's actually smaller than the original. And this one, size-wise, is supposed to be 1-to-1.
Now,
okay.
the reason I like this, I'm not getting it, but if my kids were younger, I would definitely get this because this is one of those ways to get them into like a property that you liked or that you had as a kid.
Yeah,
I
I
do
got
it
my
with
nephew a lot of this stuff.
yeah, I do it with Origins with Masters of the Universe Origins line. I have that, and like all my nieces and nephews when they come over, that's what we play with. So I don't need turtles too.
Yeah, the only reason I would get this is to complete my original because I've got mine still, and I don't. I've got most. I got, I'd say 70% of mine, still. So
Okay.
I don't need this. It just only thing I would get is it would be cool to have a complete one, but that's it.
All right. Some more stuff. The car.
The
Pretty
Foot
cool.
Cruiser was another, like, I loved that as a kid too. Like the turtle line was really fun.
Yeah.
It was a really, really great line. And it does hit the nostalgia strings. And I mean, at one point I did have the Walmart carded original turtles with the shredder and all. And I wish I had kept them because I would have given them to my nephew, but I ended up selling those. And whatever else I did keep, I did give to my nephew for the holidays, and I got him some new stuff. And like I love that they're doing this because it was such a fun, kooky, crazy, gross, grotesque, like
Crazy
line.
and they're kooky.
But I don't need it now. I have too much other shit.
Yeah.
What about this shit?
I never liked Power Rangers.
Never liked it.
I loved them. I was a huge Power Ranger fan. My brother, sister, and I would like always like just beat the shit out of each other. They look cool, but I feel that Hasbro did a better job with them, and I feel Playmates is kind of not doing a bad job, but just like
Yeah.
But like Hasbro
Man,
caters more to collectors, and this will cater more to kids, I think.
and I hope it does. I hope kids see this, go, this is cool as shit, and buy them.
oh, kids
Right.
want it.
I think that like I love the head flipping ones that we had all those. But look, like even the Red Ranger sword there looks cheaper than when the original Power Rangers came out.
Yeah.
That sword needs some Viagra.
Right?
Could be. Well, we're talking turtles. I forgot. I'm looking for the other single carded versions of these.
I don't know if
Found
they're out
these.
yet or not.
I found. Oh, really? These are like okay, yeah, single carded, Donatello and Raphael. I found these. I got lucky and found these. So these are new.
I wish you would.
These are new.
Yeah.
I've
Those are
seen,
new. They were a 4-pack a year
Yes.
or two ago because I had the 4-pack, and then when I started thinning out stuff, I sold them. But they're really great, and now they're coming out as singles. But I think
Okay, so they're not. So the other guys ain't out yet.
I don't think so.
No,
Okay.
I had 3 of the 4 brothers in my hand.
Did you?
Oh shit! I just got 2, Mikey and Leo.
Okay, because when I saw them on the shelves, I only saw those 2.
Okay,
So maybe the other 2 just came out.
I'll just keep
Maybe.
looking then. Collector spot all day.
Well, here's even more turtles. This is Super 7.
Segue.
So, I did pre-order the brothers from Super 7. I did the 4-pack so I can get the head, and that was last March that I pre-ordered. Yeah, and I think they're going to be shipped in July. I need to talk to Kyle about that. I told him I got him, and he's like, "Oh, dude, you're gonna love them." Blah blah. I'm like, cool, great. I think these are great, but I'm gonna pass on these.
Stylistic, real stylistic.
Even though they have all new articulation
Yeah,
And the bonus super pack.
and the bonus super pack, you're gonna
Well,
skip them. You're not a real fan.
I was never into the 2003 Turtles.
there was a. I watched a little bit of it. It was really good. I loved the GameCube game That was a fun game.
I had that. That was a fun game. This was a pleasant surprise. I don't know how you guys feel about the Reaction Plus. So for people that don't know what Reaction Plus is, it's Super 7's what they've always wanted to do. It's their version of O-rings.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. All right.
Right. So Reaction Plus is O-rings. It's the scale. It's what some people would call the Lord's scale. It's 3.75 inch, and it's this is what we wanted as kids, right?
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Not exactly the Universal Studio monsters, although that's right up my alley. I want that Wolfman. I want this Dracula. But
Creature.
the fact that you could have other O-rings that fit in with all of the G.I. Joe stuff that I had, right? It's world building. I mean, you could do a Scooby-Doo episode of Cobra and G.I. Joe coming across the Universal monsters, right? Or like an Abbott and Costello type of thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Very good.
My
Very good there,
only reservation, I'll say, on the Reaction is that when I have 3 Reaction figures. One was from Firefly, and then 2 were Motu from Comic-Con. They were $10,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a great price. I can't pay $20 for these. I just, in my head, I can't. That's it.
It's fucking wild. So years ago, when Reaction first came out, I got, and I still have them, Vincent Vega and Jules Winfield from Pulp Fiction.
O-ring?
They were not O-ring. They were the 5 points of 5 POA. They were 5 points of articulation. And it was as close, like they were on those retro style card backs. And that's why I picked it up. I loved it. I thought it was great. I hope we get Pulp Fiction again in O-ring. That would be amazing. But again, these are like pick and choose, right? When you're picking these up. But I love that they're starting to go this route. I do think it's just too expensive. But look at how awesome this is.
If these were 10, I'd get that Marty on the skateboard in a heartbeat, and the Doc Brown in a heartbeat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I love that they're doing these, but I bought the Ghostbuster ones.
Yeah.
And I love Ghostbusters is a top 10 movie for me.
Same.
And I'm kind of like, I'm just like, why did I get these?
They're
They're cool.
I
like,
got them. I love
Buyer's
them.
remorse on those.
But I love this. I just don't want this. It's not $20. And I get it. They're a small company, right? They have a different overhead. They're paying licensing fees. But
they also do, like, they don't do reuse the way other companies do. Like, all these characters are basically unique tooling.
Right. So I don't know. I mean, again, it's pick and choose. You don't have to get the Universal monsters and then back to the future as well. You know what I mean? But it's world building. And then we've got this bat coming, which looks pretty amazing. And so anybody looking here, on the left side of your screen is the Reaction Plus, which is the O-rings. And this feels like it would fit right in with the original series, right? And then on the right is what we've gotten, I'm pretty sure at Target, right?
Yeah.
This is the 5 points of articulation. This would be the regular Reaction line.
Yeah.
So this is what the difference looks like. They both hit the nostalgia, right, with the being on the card back and the artwork. But the O-ring, I would consider getting that O-ring because it would fit in with my bat. I mean, I only have one bat left from when I was a kid, but it would fit in with that. It doesn't look like. Does he have a lenticular chest?
I don't think
Doesn't
so.
look like it.
No.
Painted.
Because
Yeah.
Super 7's
molded.
good with that stuff.
Lenticular.
No, it looks like it's molded.
Yeah.
Here we've got another Snake Eyes.
That sword looks awful.
And
It looks like the
like
Minecraft
Minecraft.
sword.
Yeah.
It does look like Minecraft a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah, this is the Snake Eyes Minecraft.
Minecraft. Fucking Snake Eyes.
Um,
No, now we said it, they'll make one now.
But this really is. I mean, I think Hasbro is leaving money on the table. They could have done this. You know,
but they did.
they didn't. I know what you're gonna say. A couple years ago, they did that 2-pack with Snake Eyes
Yeah.
and Storm Shadow and stuff. But
Well, I'm just.
they were repros. This is a continuation. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get you.
Like, people were getting annoyed because, like, they didn't want a repro of what they already had. Like,
What was that? And they were $20 each. And I mean, I
Yeah.
bought them because I didn't have my originals anymore. So I bought them. But then it's that same thing with the Ghostbusters. It's like I got them, and then I start trying to put the weapons in their hand, and I'm just like, okay, like these
I
were
get
super
the-
cool when I was a little kid. But now that I have the classified with like full articulation, like,
Right.
all right, these are just gonna go off in the distance
What
somewhere.
bullshit is this? Yeah, no.
Well, yeah. Well, speaking of the bullshit, if Reaction Plus, if Super 7 can still do this for $20, if Hasbro just did it themselves, maybe we could have gotten it for $12.
But they were selling them for effectively $20 each when they were doing it.
Well, that was a fucking misstep. Fucking Hasbro.
It
Hasbro.
was, because going like, how much were the Ghostbusters? I mean, they did a box set, but if they were effectively $10 each.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a misstep. I mean, so it appears to me anything Reaction Plus is Sunbow based. So it sounds
Oh,
like
shit.
Yeah, they have the cartoon license.
they have the cartoon license.
Yeah.
So that's why we're getting certain characters. But so many people are nostalgic for the cartoon. And to finally get like cartoon accurate O-rings, it's pretty amazing. But Hasbro could have done this themselves.
Yeah.
And
Didn't the Reaction do like rappers and stuff too?
Yeah.
Reaction does like everything, but not as O-ring, although they might start. So,
Okay.
but a cartoon and comic license. Okay.
And Best, I don't think so. I don't think Reaction Plus have wrist swivels like Delta.
no, and that's a misstep
Yeah.
because
But,
it's
Question. No, good damn question.
it's 2025.
Right?
You could still do the O-rings and be creative like this, but you got to modernize it a little bit.
Yeah.
Get that wrist articulation in, maybe even a boot swivel. I don't know if you really need that, but
Yeah.
at the very least, the wrist articulation. Yeah, it's nuts. And then here's this thing's a shit show. It's awesome. It's Wild Bill. It's cartoon accurate. But I don't think we have a zoomed in there we go. His true six fingers. I know that Lady J, Scarlet, CoverGirl, they all love Wild Bill because he's got the 6-finger
He can
finger
hook it
blast.
up.
He's got the 6-finger finger blasting going on.
This, but then
So what's the
2 in the
math
pink
on
and
this?
2 in the stank.
Yeah, is it 3 in the and 3 in the?
2,
be that, but then if it's Wild Bill, it'd be
Yeah, I guess.
yeah,
I
2,
don't know.
2 in the pink, 2 in the stank.
Yeah, Wild Bill can do it with one hand. But yeah, it's,
he's night crawling it.
yeah. So
shark.
this image, this image
Exactly.
should come with a trigger warning. for
Inside
certain
joke.
folks.
inside
I
joke.
agree with
based
that,
on-
man.
I have issues with.
So do I.
I think anyone in any type of industry has issues with them using AI because this is absolutely lazy. It's bullshit.
Lazy as fuck.
Yeah, but aren't they all? They're all claiming that it's not AI.
That maybe I don't know if they are or not. But
This is
I'm-
fucking AI. Listen,
Oh,
Yes, yeah.
yeah.
No,
That's
no
all it does
artist.
is get the fingers wrong and the hands wrong and the guns wrong.
I'm
Like
gonna,
right here. Okay, right. Like
the six finger man.
no.
listen, we let's take a stance here. We are the Hasbros. We are the Joe Bros. We are the community that loves G.I. Joe.
Where the Joe hose.
But this is unacceptable. I mean, I think we can all universally agree that this is totally fucked.
Like, come on, it's right there in your face.
Well, I mean,
but would it be so far out of the realm of reality that Wild Bill of all characters would be just a little bit inbred, that he would have a hand that has 3 fingers,
Damn,
2 toes?
blasphemous.
It's
I mean,
insane.
cross country definitely, but like Wild Bill, maybe just a little bit.
Wait, doesn't cross country drive your dream HasLab?
I don't like Dream Havoc, but like if they were gonna,
Don't
I'd rather
backpedal
have
now,
that than a
man.
fucking tank.
Don't backpedal now.
Hey man, he could just work that joystick and the dragonfly really well.
The AI is fucking. It's bullshit. It's insane.
AI is bullshit.
Yeah.
well, even
It's as bad as the damn Falcon that looks like Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, about to say that retro card back looks fucking ridiculous. It's
Horrible.
like,
Fucking dumb.
Riot Press. That kid was very popular in senior year with the girls. Very popular. I knew that kid too.
hold on,
Man, joke.
Gumbunny nailed it right here. He's West Texas. He's from West Texas.
Far East Texas.
100% Gumbunny.
Boy.
Wait, but so does that confirm my suspicions, or
What about West Texas?
yeah?
Oh, dude, West Texas. So, real quick story. My parents were driving up around West Texas, and they were like they got lost, and this guy pulled over and was like, "Hey, y'all need help?" And like, yeah, they get guys like very like blonde hair, blue eyed, like, yeah, sure, no problem. My dad,
I got 6 fingers. Let me help you.
My dad's phone as they're driving, like this car is coming towards them, and the guy coming and the guy in front of him did like the KKK sign to each other, and my parents were like, okay, we need to get the fuck out of here now. That's where the clan is. It's West Texas. Yes, West Texas is the clan and inbreds.
Gotcha. I lived in dead center. Texas. I lived in the asshole of Texas.
Ooh.
Speaking of the asshole Texas, we got a
Speaking of the
shout
O-ring of
out for
Texas.
Shockers. Shout out for Shockers.
Or if you're Wild Bill,
Yeah, I kind
Leave
of
Wild Bill alone.
never.
Well, if you guys look at the Flint artwork, he also has 6 fingers.
Oh my god.
Hero.
So for them to say, listen, that's a total misstep, man.
Yeah.
It's-
Just pay your artist.
Yeah. So speaking of,
Hey, Garrido family.
Fucking Chaz.
so Chaz gave us these gems here, classified retro cards when they were a Walmart exclusive. Afterwards, and this has to do with the card back, right?
Okay,
Is what he's referring to. And then after, whoops, I hit the wrong thing.
Yeah,
But
you did.
yeah, after New York Toy Fair. So, and then the artist being Falcon. This is perfect. It's just it's insane because these retro cards, right? It's gearing to the nostalgia factor of what classified fans were either crying about or what they wanted, right? Depends on how you look at that. But half of the love for that is the artwork.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, people want to decorate them. They want to put them on the wall. They want to hang them up and maybe
This
not
is a-
open them.
This is a
Fuck this one.
misstep, man.
This one's nasty looking.
It's Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro.
That's the driest Lady J will ever be.
Yep. Sahara Desert style. Yeah.
Which is why she's hanging out with Six-Fingered Wild Bill.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
The six-fingered
I
man.
see Bucky
Yeah, I can see
on her
that.
shoulder. I could see it too.
A
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, the figures look great.
They do.
Yeah.
The figures look fun. I still can't tell. I'm on the fence with this cover girl. Yes, the head is probably a little bit better than what we first got. I actually didn't mind that figure, but I feel like this is almost cartoony in the face.
A little bit.
I like it.
I don't. It's for me. It's the hair and where the hairline is. I need to see it in hand,
Yeah.
or use the
In
hat.
hand. Yeah, you're right. These are renders. These are pictures. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Go ahead.
did see the.
Yeah.
You
I
did see
didn't,
the figure.
I didn't pre-order these. These are I'm gonna wait to see in hand.
Yeah.
I did. I just got CoverGirl, Flint, and 2 of the firefighters. Yeah.
Okay. Televiper, perfectly executed here.
Yeah.
He's Caucasian, which is perfect because that's the only way that
Okay,
he
Jeremy.
should have been made since we were kids. Any other skin pigment is unacceptable.
Can't do it. No diversity here.
Nope.
We're gonna need another Jeremy.
I'm gonna get. I will get that Televiper because I didn't get that version of the Trouble Bubble. I got the. What was it? The one
Python Patrol.
Which one went on sale at Target?
Python Patrol.
Python
Python Patrol.
I hate the way it looks, but I like the Televiper.
We'll come back to this one.
Okay.
But yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, Flint looks great. This is kind of what people want. I'm actually happy with my original classified Flint.
Same here, but I customized them.
Yeah,
I
this
can
one's
see-
different enough for me to get it. CoverGirl's different enough for me to get. I do want the Televiper because I want the readouts on the goggles, but I will wait for that one to go on sale.
I'm with you on that one. All of them.
Same.
And I think you could you could actually mash those two up, right? Flint, the original classified Flint, with maybe changing out the pants with this one, the legs. So there's some kit bash options there. But here's more Flint here. And we don't have it zoomed in, but he does have a 6 finger on that. It's ridiculous.
It's finger pleasers.
These are Cobra Commander's hands. So like pointing I get, fists we need more of. I don't understand the hand that's meant to hold
like this.
World domination. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Like this. Damn motherfuckers here.
God damn it!
Well, a lot of people don't know that it turned out that Flint was Cobra Commander. So this does make sense. This is a deep dive. If you guys read issue in the Marvel run number 6, now I'm just pulling this out of my ass.
I know you are.
I don't want people going to look for that issue and then freaking out.
Perfect Flint, man. Perfect Flint.
I think they did a nice job.
It's great.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's got that kind of smirk on his face where he's like,
Baki.
Duke, smell this finger.
That was like the Cyclops, right?
Yeah.
You saw that there was the Cyclops with the pointer finger.
Yep. He had 2. He had 2 ready to go. He had 2
what it
loaded up.
was.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
He also comes with a grabby hand.
Grab Lady J's. Never mind.
Yeah.
The Kung Fu grip.
Grip her ass.
I like how they did the backpack. The backpack looks good.
Very nice.
It does look like a fun figure, but really F the card artwork.
Yes. Hardcore trash.
But
That looks like
as far as
that-
I'm concerned, the packaging is just the garbage around my toy.
Yep.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but to be fair to the mint one card collectors, this is bullshit.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
So all the retros I have are all in package, and if when I get these, fuck it, I'm opening them because that's garbage packaging. That's so bad.
This is one of those things where the community
One of them things.
really should, make your voices heard that this is unacceptable.
Look, if we can change the face of Sonic in a movie,
Right.
we can change that garbage packaging.
Which real quick segue. Did anybody watch the Chip and Dale movie,
Yes.
live action movie that came out a couple years ago?
That was actually pretty funny.
With the fucking ugly Sonic. Oh my
Yeah.
god, it was so good. Guys, I'm ugly Sonic.
I like the Beowulf animation. Like, it's kind of creepy. Also, I have like a really Reed Richards gray going
There
right
you do.
Right.
Kind of
Shave it.
sexy.
Bobby, you're on bald the fuck up. You should have shaved your head.
This is not going anywhere.
What do you guys
Keep it as
think
long
of
as you
this
can,
record?
bro. Keep it as long as you fucking can.
I keep seeing these images of her and Hit Me Baby One More Time just get stuck in my head.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like it. I like
I
it.
dig it.
I could see that. Maybe she's based on Britney.
You could ride my Wolverine anytime.
Jeez.
Oh, I didn't see the arm sleeve that had her name and her
Little
rank.
E4, little E4.
That's cool.
Yeah, did you zoom in on that? I mean, we can't
good.
zoom in here.
The,
But
sec-
it's
the
says-
middle one says armor.
This is me
right?
zooming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah!
Yeah.
No, it says it's Britney, bitch.
Yeah.
It says "Get off me, shipwreck."
There we go. All the Jeremys have united to bring us this Televiper that they remember as kids. Yeah, this is cool. I love that they've got. I mean, we've gone over this before with the LEDs across the head,
Yeah.
across the visor, which is cool.
Across the
It's a nice
visor.
throwback. But the artwork is also ass here.
Yes, it is.
It is, man. What the hell?
But this is the one. This, like, to me, I think is the most reminiscent of the original.
Yeah,
card
but it's
art.
like it's
Oh,
over.
his pose, his Hector Garrido pose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
It-
those fingers like are smeared, there's like a weird smearing on them.
Yeah,
He has
Really. Looks like he has like 8 of them.
So when it comes to AI, there's something in the script called the Lee Field protocol, and it can't use feet or fingers. So that's how you know that it's not good artwork.
Yeah, you know what? I understand that now. Now
Yep.
I get why the artwork is bullshit.
Yep.
I mean, I think by this point in time, Lenny knows. They all know. And I don't think that this will happen again, knock on wood. I think this will be like a Falcon face or like the original retro with the really thin cardstock.
Yeah, right.
And they'll sit there and say, like, we hear you, we're making some changes. Or, you know, maybe the powers that be at Hasbro are like, tough shit, this costs us pennies on the dollar. You're stuck with it.
Eat it.
Yeah.
And it could be that. I mean, one of those LEDs
I'll
says
be that.
what? Right? So that makes yeah, what the fuck? So the easiest figure to get.
Hopefully.
This was so easy to get. Now let's
It
go
was.
back to this one comment. Heard Retro Breaker dropped and Hasbro did not tell fans about it. Same thing happened 2 years ago. Emily promised it would never happen again. Well, it did. So Hasbro lied again. What do you guys think about this? I mean, people knew this was coming back in November. There was a leak that this was this was a Target exclusive. That doesn't make it, you know, not everybody's on, you know, social media. So not everybody knows this news, right? I didn't know for sure that this was a Target exclusive. Did you guys know that?
I did not know
They had
until
told us
Funk
the
let me
Mask
know.
of Ice was Target exclusive, although oddly enough, Snake Eyes and the Bear are not.
Right.
But I mean, there was plenty of warning that this was coming the day that what was it, yesterday?
Think so?
Yeah. I think
Like-
since Saturday we've known. So if you're on social media at all and it has anything to do with GI Joe, it was out there that this was coming.
Yeah.
But
I-
yes, it's a misstep, another misstep.
No, but Sunday night or Saturday or whatever, like everybody was posting, like, "Hey, we're getting 4 pre-orders or 5 pre-orders
Right.
on
Yeah.
Monday.
Correct.
It's going to be Breaker, Snake Eyes, and the Retro Collection." And so I'm trying to go through the Hasbro page right now. Whoops. Like, I'm pretty sure that they told us, and if it wasn't directly from Hasbro, enough people had the word out on this that by Sunday night, like, we all knew.
Yeah,
So
Well-
sorry, I'm trying to read the Hasbro Pulse page to see if they.
that's all right. Well, we have a comment here. Hate to say, but Diaper Island explains things. I just heard that she was back. I didn't know that Liam was back until just last week. So maybe she does explain it and she does break it down, but I don't watch that channel. Actually, I think I've been blocked from that channel. So I didn't even know that.
That channel.
Yeah, I don't know what they
Maybe she
explained.
has good information. I don't know.
But if you,
Maybe.
I'm right here on the Hasbro Pulse Facebook page, and it does sit here and say, Breaker is back, pre-order exclusively available at Target with limited quantities on Hasbro Pulse, premium access. So they didn't. Hasbro didn't lie on this one.
Hasbro.
They did give heads up.
Yeah.
Well,
They did.
here, listen. I'm going to play devil's advocate here because they did push back the stream they were supposed to have earlier in the month, where they would have let us know. So I'm going to lean towards this was a misstep. They could have told people. Somebody in here said that it went up at 5 a.m. unannounced, but that's also like the Tiger Paw.
Target.
Remember when the Tiger Paw came out and Target just released it, and then it sold out very quickly. So it's when it comes to these exclusives, you have to be on the. You've got to be ready to go.
Yeah. This isn't. It's not me playing devil's advocate, but it is like I think Toby Bonaham put it best. I figured Target would have it up at 8 a.m. Target, this isn't like a Hasbro thing. This is Target going, we'll do what we want.
Target thing.
So it's a Target thing. So if you want to be pissed at anyone, join everyone else getting mad at Target. And then
But I also think that this is going to be very hard to get, right? Like, how hard to get has, with the exception of the Tiger Paw, which they did release more of later on. So,
a crap ton.
so you should have been able to order it on sale and not had too hard of a time finding one. I don't think that this will be too difficult to find.
No,
Yeah.
and
No.
honestly, I mean, and if I'm wrong, guys, please correct me. But a lot of the stuff that does get released, that goes like quickly on Target because everyone's like, "Oh, I gotta have it." 5 months later, it's like, "Oh, I'll just go into my Target now and get it now." Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
I can
don't
still get Retro Recondo and Retro Duke
Right?
at Target at Target right now. Or no, Walmart. I'm sorry, they're at Walmart.
It's there's a FOMO tactic to their marketing.
Yep.
Right. It's nothing new. So for people to scream constantly, it's been going on for years. This isn't anything new. So do yourself a favor
Shit.
and don't get yourself worked up. You should be able to get this.
Yeah,
And
Don't get your panties in a twist. You'll get it.
And if you haven't heard yet, March 13th, is the Walmart Collector Con. So either March 13th or March 14th will be Crystal Ball and the Beachhead Snake Eyes 2-pack. So
Right.
Balls.
if you want those are the dates.
I never worry about Target. I worry about Walmart.
Yeah.
But
Wait. Am I
this-
wrong, Frank?
these are the only thing I pre-order anymore are exclusives. Everything
Okay.
else I wait. I mean, he looks fantastic. I'm already
is
happy.
great.
I'm happy with my breaker that I have. I actually don't need this, but I'm interested to see where they're going with this M.A.S.K device. So I pre-ordered a couple, but and
He certainly
the
kicks
bubblegum-
ass all over the Ram cycle breaker. Come on, we can agree on that.
Yeah,
I like the Ram Cycle Breaker,
I like
I
it.
don't. He's too. I don't. His
but I
legs
like
are
that
kinda
this one will
wonky.
stand out more.
Oh yeah, and he looks real good with grunt. He's got grunts, belt, his body, everything, plate carrier, down to the damn phone. You know,
I mean, he looks great. The only reason I almost pre-ordered him was for the bubblegum head.
breaker.
Love it.
Stanley says tomorrow the reveals are 7 a.m. Seattle time.
So West Coast.
Breaker
they-
was eating. He was chewing a gum, whether he was clean shaven or not.
he's chewing the gum around lava. The guy's
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
badass. What about this thing?
I do not need, but go ahead. It's dope, but I don't need it.
I'm with Tony. It's dope. I love that Snake Eyes. Didn't get it.
I
I'm a
ordered.
shill.
Ordered 3 for the Bears. I want
Did
the
you
Bears.
really?
Yeah. Because
What
this,
are you gonna
this
do with
is
the
an
polar
easy
bears?
thing to you could sell that Snake Eyes on its own and discount your bear, and I don't really sell, but I trade. So it's
Oh,
an
okay.
easy thing for me to trade. you
Yeah.
know?
Very nice trade bait. Trade bait, big time.
Yeah.
My only complaint with the bear, unless I looked at it wrong, is the shoulder piece with the arrows in it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you get. Like that comes
Right.
off and shows exposed whatever, but there isn't
Yeah.
a clean, non-arrow pierced shoulder piece.
Yeah, you don't get a clean shoulder ever, but whatever.
And I do agree that I said this too in the past that why it doesn't come with a 6-pack of Coca-Cola or at least a bottle is beyond me. That would have been hysterical. There's no reason for Hasbro to do that, but that would have been freaking hysterical.
Yeah, and for the people, I didn't even see that photo, but yeah, I was
Me
going to say
neither.
for the people that didn't watch the interview, the polar bear stands at like 9 inches tall,
9 inches, 9 inches.
and Snake Eyes' irradiated hands glow in the dark.
Yeah, so the interview that you're referring to is on what channel, Spec?
I think was it Full Force? It was Full Force.
It's Full
Probably.
Force. Yeah. And that's where Lenny confirmed that the hands do glow in the dark. They also confirmed they had to change this promo image up where they had Snake Eyes laying underneath the polar bear getting teabagged. So they had to do that because it's supposed to be family friendly. But whatever.
Bagged by a female.
And
The
this
full
is what happened to the polar bear after he teabagged Snake Eyes.
See, he took a shoulder hunk out of him.
He's like, "What the fuck, bear?"
And Adam Shark Eyes is saying polar bears stand around 9 feet high when on their back legs. The scale is accurate.
Very nice, Hasbro. Very nice.
Is the teabagging action accurate as well?
Well, I know that it has.
Only the polar bear vagina, I guess.
It doesn't come with it, but if you get the mini Hershey Kisses, you can have poop action. Just me. Just me. Okay.
Just you.
That's funny. It's funny. Whatever. Haha.
I want
Haha. Hee hee.
Then when your 2-pack comes in, I might have to hit you up for the Snake Eyes. I have to get that off you.
A lot of the Mythic Legions collectors want that bear too.
That's when my snake eye, if I have to sell it to you, Bobby, it's going to be a $40 snake eyes.
Damn. He's gonna fucking tax you.
That's how much.
Now, what Lenny didn't say that I'm curious about is I wonder if that canister also glows in the dark.
It does.
Ooh, that would be
I'm
on
guessing
point.
it does.
I think he pointed to it, and it does. So it's very similar to the mole rat. Anybody watching, you may not know, but your mole rat glows in the dark. The eyes and the canister.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
not.
does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
I'll double check after this, but I remember because when what's his name, Matt Cohen, Shooting the Galaxy, did the promo pictures and everything was glowing, everybody's like, "Ooh, is it glow in the dark? Glow in the dark?" And he said, "No, I used glow in the dark paint."
Bro, it
For the
glows
photo.
in the fucking dark.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. You guys have weak flashlights.
I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
It glows in the dark.
No, it does not.
I will put money on it right now.
I'm just saying it just to fuck with you guys.
Joe, yes,
Do not
it
need this blue
does.
snake eyes. Jesus Christ.
Listen, I will do.
Black is my color. I have no other. Nothing
All right,
else.
I'm gonna find a way to do a short video tomorrow and prove it to you guys. And as a
Awesome.
matter of fact, I got one that's in the box still. I will open it up and do it on camera.
There you go.
All right, you're being rude, Spec.
What do you mean I'm being rude?
You're putting that light right in my eye and everybody that's watching.
Yeah.
Ah!
What do you? So the bear trap closes?
That's cool as shit.
I didn't know
That is
that.
cool.
That's actually for timber.
For timber? Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Remember?
Yep. Now that you say it, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and again, we talked about this the other day, Spec. This is proof right here. The picture to the right, the classified line is officially dead.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, Zen's right.
Oh, it's glow in the dark.
The eyes don't glow in the dark, but the bulbous, the little red growth thing does in fact glow in the dark.
No,
Very
I'm
cool.
sorry. The eyes on the masked head glow in the dark, and then the canister glows in the dark.
Okay,
His
well on
little
this
canister.
one, this weird little red growth
Yes,
Hey,
that glows
Rachel.
in the dark.
Or
glows in the dark.
Los on another
Oh.
snake eyes on another bender. Someone
sh-
photoshopped some yellow snow.
Zen, I apologize.
Joe says, "Sorry, my eyes were just closed."
I
It's all
apologize because
good, guys.
I remember them saying like, "No, it doesn't glow in the dark. We just used paint." Or
I was just fucking around.
It's all good. This guy definitely does not glow in the dark. What do you guys think of the Legacy series?
it came out a lot better than I thought, but I'm gonna wait for sale.
I got 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Passing.
Do you think they'll continue this and give us like an EMT or a police officer?
I hope so. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony wants the police officer one to have the
No.
firefighters beating them down.
Only a female officer. Make a female police officer, and I'm all in.
That would be fun, right?
That'd be nice.
Look at these guys.
Tired as hell. It was like my
did the
engine crew.
photography on this. Was this
I don't
Shooting?
know if this was Matt or not, because this doesn't look like his style, but
Same
Whoever
toy
did
bounty
it did a
hunter.
great
I got
job.
2 firefighters just to give barbecue, some homies. Yeah.
yeah. I
But,
thought
like-
they nailed it, the promos.
ton of awesome accessories. The figures came out better than what the prototypes even looked like. So where I was going to be a definite pass on it, like I do want it, but I'm going to wait for a sale. Oh, Mac did do it. Okay.
Yeah. Rumors that there's going to be a SWAT specialist. Gun Bunny, you're right. Almost a
That's
complete Village People set, which will tie in nicely with Cold Slither. Will we get a female nurse? It's possible.
Hello, nurse.
Some zip ties would be cool. That's that comes with the GIMP set from Pulp Fiction. But yeah, I thought, whoops, I removed everybody from the stage, didn't I?
Wow.
Yeah, there we
Right.
go. I like that.
Tony's trying to get those super chats. Single.
Yeah, super
Single.
chat us.
Somebody-
Yeah.
No, don't super chat us shit. It's all freaking Travis's money.
Death
So,
Valley Machine, I agree. We need toll booth. And I think we'll get him with the sledgehammer accessory.
Yeah. Well, this is a real reason why Bobby is here. Right here.
Here we go, baby. Me and you, Bob.
Bobby, this is now no longer Bald the Fuck Up. It's
Yes.
Bob the Fuck Up.
So when I saw these, I got all of my feels, I got all of my emotion. Right? My nostalgia was just,
Same.
oh my god, fuck yes.
You ain't the only one.
Oh no, I know. Romo, you and I were like, oh hell yes, hell yes, hell yes. And then I saw the
Mhm.
price tag, and I went, oh.
I know. That gave me pause, as in using a phrase from Baldy.
Maybe just look it, here's my issue is I understand them all being different prices. I get that. However, the Rhino being $100, I'm like, unless it's a chunky, I don't understand their thinking on this. Especially because all of the loyal subject figures I see, I've gotten at Ross for
Oh wow. Yeah.
like I've gotten all the turtles that I want at Ross for $10, right? I will get Condor and I'll get Matt Tracker. I will get those if I see them. I don't know, I'll probably see them at Target. The others I might wait for Ross. I mean, look, the Condor.
Here's the price reveals right here.
Yeah. The Condor at 30, I think, is $10 too much. The Thunderhawk at 50 is $20 too much. The Switchblade and the Rhino should both be. If you want to put them at 50, fine, fuck it, whatever. But there's no reason that the Switchblade and the Rhino should be more than 50. I'm just, I feel that this is a nostalgia grab.
Yeah, they want to cash in on all us just really wanting it to come
Exactly.
back.
And here's like I get what you're saying. But I like that they get them the original size and everything, because if you were going to do masked, this is how I want it to be. I want it to be original size.
Me too.
But this is where they're charging the man-child tax, and I can't, in good conscience, right now, just go, yeah, sure. Here's $100 for the Rhino. No, like the van, fine. That's a big vehicle. That's a fine, and it comes with a 6-inch figure with accessories. Fine, really? That's like 25. Bam, 75. Cool. Those aren't $25 figures.
Mm-mm.
No, hell no.
Like, this should have been a $30 all. If the Rhino was $30, holy shit, give it to me. I will right now. $100 for that. I'm going. Ooh, I'm out. I'm gonna wait.
I think this was a missed opportunity. I agree with DVM here that that would have been neat for them to introduce them in the series.
Oh man,
I think
Sherlock made a custom Matt Tracker.
Oh, so good.
It was badass.
Looks great.
Sherlock did. Yep.
I think if they were going to do mask and classify, I don't think you could have necessarily all the vehicles unless you're I think
Maybe sky the fuck high.
Yeah, I think you could have. I think they could have done Condor like Breaker, right?
Yes.
With a bike figure, $40 done, right? Tracker with the Thunderhawk, $100. Okay,
Like the vamp.
Again, done. but I'm man, this is, and what sucks is I've been wanting this since Classified came out.
Yeah.
You know, you can go back to 2021 when I literally was talking to Emily and Lenny on the floor at San Diego. Where's my mask? Give me my mask.
We've been saying that, bro. Yep.
And now we're getting it, and it's like, all right, well, you know, it's a giant middle finger. Also, I love the fact that you got Matt Tracker and then you have Sulu.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that we're getting Star Trek and Matt over, right? But it's just I'm
yeah, I'm with you. Those prices give you pause a little bit. It's like, well, shit,
actually,
the Rhino isn't even vac metal.
no.
And then you know, it's just, and then okay, you're giving us blast effects. So
You know what sucks, Tony? Those blast effects look exactly like the one that we got from Tony with the Iron Man Marvel Legends. It's just
they do, yeah.
They look just like, you know, it's. And here's the thing, I don't even need any of that bullshit.
Me
I
neither.
don't need that. Just give me the Rhino and the figures.
Those dots in the eyes are an extra $10 right there.
There's a lot of there's some painting I got to do for these little things.
It's just.
See, I think there's a missed opportunity here too. These could have
yeah.
been O-rings.
Put that back.
Ooh.
I think that was something we missed because Bobby, we've talked about this before, where I think even you said your mom said this recently, right? Where M.A.S.K is a perfect mix of Transformers and G.I.
No,
Joe.
I showed because my parents still like remember all the shit I used I loved, and I go, remember M.A.S.K? My mom was like, oh, you kidding me? Of course I remember M.A.S.K. That was awesome. It was G.I. Joe and Transformers mixed. I'm like, yeah,
That's gold right there.
Yeah.
right. And so like you have a perfect opportunity for that, and like if they did the O-rings, which for me, and I like the way they did it because this is exactly how I remember it as a kid.
Right.
I have my figures, and that's great. However, if they did O-ring and so you could bring your G.I. Joe, I would not have been mad at that. I'd be like, all right, cool. Okay, fine. Updating it. Cool, update it.
Yeah. Well, they did update some of these designs, right?
Thank you. Yes.
Some of this, it's not an exact replica, and they did do some tweaks here and there.
Better.
Yeah, it looks like fun, but again, they with the pricing, they could be
Ace.
The base.
Dangerous territory, right?
Yeah.
So Ace says, hello guys, I got to see these in the plastic prototype at New York Toy Fair. Ace, what were your thoughts?
That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, how'd they look? Because that looks amazing. I still have mine somewhere, like bits and pieces of it. I still have.
Go ahead.
No, I still, and this is the other thing that kind of gives me pause. I still have a few of my like vehicles. I don't have many of the figures, and fuck no on the masks, but
Yeah, I mean, Ace was trying to make these, right?
yes,
He is
Thunderhawk. Yeah.
making.
What's that?
He is making.
yeah.
I mean, he hasn't gotten to these in particular, but he did the Thunderhawk, and then he did the one that turns into a sub.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right. Yep.
The Porsche 938. Yeah.
I know.
I heard someone was messing with these at the Toy Fair, and they said the smooth transition from this thing from a helicopter to that jet is like flawless. It just boom, it transforms.
Which is what you want, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, it better
at that price point.
What's this one? 75 or more?
That's 75.
Oh,
Yeah, we had the prices up a few slides ago. Let me see if I can get back to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was right. Okay.
But
well,
I was expecting the Rhino to be 75. So when it came in at 100, I was just like,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is awesome.
This is $30, dude.
Yeah, it's just nuts.
That's twice what I thought it was. Whatever.
They do look great, though. They do look great.
Yeah, but $30 for that little, like, I had that Condor. Out of those four, I had the Condor and I had the Thunderhawk. And I remember the Condor was just this little thing
This little thing.
with flip up rotors, and then the skis come out of the bottom.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I can't justify $30
I,
for that.
and look, here's the thing. I've got my Condor still. I've still got my
Yeah.
Condor. I packed it away. I still have my original. It's a lot of fun. It's look,
First one I've had.
I'm on eBay right now. Like the original Condor with Brad Turner with helmet is going for $37.
That's what Allison was saying in the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had all the prices from way back and what they would be now, and what you got to get them on eBay for. Oh my god! So,
But, I mean, if you want, but here's the thing. Again, you can this guy has granted it's not unboxed, but the original Thunderhawk with matte tracker for $20.
Yeah.
You know.
wow.
So if you want to wait to see if you get these on clearance, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait to see if I can get them on clearance. If I can get them on clearance, all day, every day. If not, then yeah, right here. I can buy a vintage Switchblade for $50. Yeah,
Look at that. Yeah.
And this is where they're on kind of thin ice because the pricing is high. You're going to get your early adopters that get them right away. Maybe the production numbers are low and they do sell out, but
I knew it, Johnny. I knew it. Okay.
they could be sitting on the shelves for a while, go to clearance, and then that's when the big stores treat them as failures and they don't renew the next line or the next series.
Yeah.
So that's where, like, I get it. They got to make money. That there's a licensing fee in there. Again,
I'm just glad at least John Warden popped back, and he's working for Loyal Subjects or something like that. Or as a consultant or something.
One thing I did just think of on my price tag, Mondo and their 1/12 Real Ghostbuster line, right?
Yep.
So everybody's Mondo's too expensive, $100 for that figure, $200 for the 2-pack, like too much, too high. Mondo's crazy. And it's been alluded to by Robo and other people, but I mean, I can tell you for a fact, Mondo wanted to price those things at $50 each.
Yeah.
Hasbro told them that they could not. So I wonder if the pricing with M.A.S.K if that's coming into play anywhere.
Could be. I mean, it's the pricing, the licensing. You're right. The MSRP is the manufacturer suggested retail price. So I'm sure Hasbro has a huge say in that, and they have to have it priced a certain way. So I don't know. It's nuts. It's high. It's definitely high. Where they know that there's a want for this, so they could have kept it in house. But if you can get another company to do all the costs and you're just getting paid for the license, they're going to go that route. But I think, again, they could have done this themselves and just kept the money in house.
Yeah, there's a lot of missed opportunities here, and I don't necessarily have I'm not necessarily going to say, I'm going to drop another line for this. Like, this is great, but then I'm kind of also pissed at the pricing of this. Like, this kind of a slap in the face to M.A.S.K fans.
But you'll get it on clearance, right?
Yeah, I mean, if the price is right, I'll come on down and get it.
Yeah. And that's a very small window too. So that's like you're gambling. It depends on how much you want it. Right? Because it's not guaranteed to go to clearance.
Exactly. And that's one of those times where, like KJ and I have talked about it. Like, it is a risk. Like, do you wait? And maybe it does go on clearance, maybe it doesn't, and then you're screwed. And that is something where I am right now willing to take that risk.
Yeah. So we've got. I've never heard of this guy, Ramen Toy. The price is reasonable based on new tooling for all these. I don't know who you think you are to talk about pricing these, but
I knew that was coming.
Ace, we appreciate your input, man. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't realize some of this information.
Yeah.
And if I'm leaving soon, Ace, so if you want us to send you a link and you come on and start talking about the pricing and tooling, I'm sure Bobby and Tony would love to end the show like that.
I'll fall asleep.
You're welcome to just give us the go and we'll send you the link. But yeah, it's this is what a lot of people don't realize. So when we're talking about it, we're on a stream. We're talking about it. There's probably costs that we can't even think of that are.
Hey, Baldy, I'm going to jump in real quick.
Yeah.
I got a jet. So,
Hi, buddy.
Thank you guys, everyone in the chat. Have a good evening.
What about?
I will talk to you all later.
See you, man. Your head looks great.
You give a good head.
Yeah. All right. So Ace told us basically to go screw ourselves.
No, all right, Ace. I didn't want you in here anyway. I don't want to fall asleep. I'll fall asleep later. Love you, buddy.
Look, it is a double-edged sword with a new toy line. I get that, right? New tooling, new. But on that same note, when we got classifieds, when we got G.I. Joe, when that came out, like it wasn't like, all new figure, here's, it's $50. No, it's $20.
Yeah.
Right? When Mo2 Origins came out, all new tooling, $15. Right? Like, I understand Ace's point. Vehicles, I get that. But those figures alone are $5. If you want to charge $10 for them, fine. Right? Like, if you want to charge 10 for the figure, I get that. Right? But these aren't. There's no excuse then for the. And I'm sure Laurel Subject's like, we don't want to charge this. Hasbro's making us pay this licensing fee. I get that. It's not. This is not a knock on Laurel Subjects. I do like their figures, but for the life of me, I'm not paying $100 for the Rhino. I'm just not.
I know. I don't know now. If I do, it's like, okay, well, I'm stopping. Well, then if I get all in, no more Marvel Legends, which I'm almost kind of done with anyway, and then McFarlane's, done too. So there goes my superpowers and my DC multiverse. So room for some masks. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, and again, Ace, I get it, right? I understand the distribution, right? Like they probably a smaller distribution, and this isn't a knock on them per se. The figures look great. The toilet, but for me, like there has to be a certain price point where I have to go, look, if I wasn't married, if I wasn't moving, if I was single, if
real life shit.
If ifs were fifths, I'd be fucking drunk right now. I'd go all in. Like, screw it. Fuck it. Let's do this. Let's have fun. But I still, I cherry pick Marvel Legends now. I cherry pick G.I. Joe. I'm cherry picking. M.A.S.K is amazing. M.A.S.K is my childhood. If these were the right price point, give them all to me. Even with the move. Even with my wife getting probably really pissed at me. Right? Like, that's a risk I'm willing to take at the right price point. But these,
right. It's so hard to say, oh, I cherry pick M.A.S.K. Really? That's what.
Exactly.
I can't do that myself. I'm like, I can't. I'm gonna cherry pick. Man, I understand cherry picking Legends, DC Multiverse, Superpowers, whatever.
Yeah.
Even Joe, now,
Yeah.
which I do at a point. I'm not getting the divers, but for me to just cherry pick Mask these, I can't because I want to have them all.
And Tony, I got Ace. I agree with you on this, right? And it's interesting because if you, I would love to be in that meeting where like, okay, what are our numbers? Do we really think these many people are going to be collecting these figures? That's an interesting point that I didn't think about, and I would love to know what is going on in their mind, because there's an interesting price point where you're like, okay, what do we think people will pay for this? And they might be looking at classified, like, oh, they paid $100 for the vamp. Yeah, but the vamp's huge. What, the 6-inch figure?
Yep.
Like one of these mask figures is the size of their leg. Like I'm very
Right?
curious to know what Loyal Subjects is thinking with these price points.
Well, I mean, Ace talked about it a little bit here. They're a smaller company. Their
100%.
distribution is different, so maybe their cost per unit is higher. So maybe they produce less, and because when you're dealing with these factory runs, and I think Ace can back me up if he's still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He is.
When you're doing these limited runs, they're going to prioritize. So the factory is not just doing Loyal Subjects, right? They're doing a variety of, like,
Right.
it could be NECA, it could be Hasbro, Valiverse, it could be the Loyal Subjects. So they're going to prioritize who's buying the most units first.
Yeah.
The biggest run, right? So that's where we get all our Lando Calrissians.
Yep.
For Star Wars. And then they'll go to the next one, and then to the next one. And then if the Loyal Subjects is their smallest production run, they're going to save them for the end, because what they have to do is change all this tooling on the line in order to do the injection molding and everything like that. So they're going to do that last. So there could be a lead time on this where Loyal Subjects is saying this is coming in the fall, but because they didn't reach a certain quota, that factory might say, we didn't get to your shit yet. It's another 3 weeks out before we even started.
Exactly. And Ace, look, at $50 for the Switchblade and the Rhino, I think that's where my head was thinking.
That's beautiful.
Right, and 35 for the Thunderhawk, 25 for this at $25, I would understand it a little more, right? 35 for the Thunderhawk, I'd understand that more. 50 for the Switchblade, fair, and $50 for the Rhino, done, right? Like I'm
Done.
with Ace on these.
Me too. All day.
Yeah,
and so it's just one of those things where it sucks. And War Chest here is right. Like at some point, it doesn't matter if I can afford it. And there's a lot of figures, Maximum Spider-Man, where I'm like, oof, I want that, but do I want it that bad? And at the same time, like, and my mom's voice pops in my head when I talk about toys. Do you need that or do you want that?
right.
That is so now, like before this year, like, oh, I want that, let me get it. Now it's like, oh, okay, do I need this? Do I need this in my collection?
Well, I might be with KJ on this. KJ said he's going to prioritize Mask. He's getting it. So he's very smart about his budgeting for his collection for the year, and he shares that with all of us, how important it is to budget that.
Yes.
And if you budget it and it's within your budget and this is something that you want, go for it. Get it. I wanted Mask because all I had was this bike, I think, as a kid.
Yeah.
And like my grandparents, my mom, they made the decision for me that we were already getting G.I. Joe. We were already getting some Transformers. They weren't deviating and going to another line, no matter how bad I wanted it. So
I know, I got you. That makes sense.
I got different skin in that game because that mask was one of the toys when I felt like I had to grow up or I had to feel like I wanted to get into video games and girls and all that. I had all kinds of mask toys, and I sold them to a youngster on the block, and he took them all. And then this comes up, and I'm 50 years old now. It's like I think I want to get them all again. I want to get them all. Fuck it, like God, man, So same scale and all, but the prices. I'm like, well, looks like I'm gonna quit some of these, other cherry picking fucking shits I still collect. So we'll see. I don't know. If I even it out, I'm good.
yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do though.
Well, here's another one. Niche property, perhaps. I'd never heard of it until now.
Really?
Wow.
Not a lot of people knew M.A.S.K. It never got as big as some of the other properties. So, I mean, it was out there.
And the cartoon didn't really last that long, did it? Not really.
I don't
No.
think it did.
Either the comic book did either. It was
No.
all they were awesome though. Every chance I got, I picked these up. I asked mom for these, and
So there's some more loyal subjects. Bobby is actually going to take over hosting duties. I
Yes.
have a meeting early in the morning, and as some of you may not know, I'm on the East Coast. So
no, I think your mom's coming home, and she just walked the cats, and she came in from bingo, and you got to go. Stop lying.
So you know everything. You're connected to the ring
boy.
camera.
All right.
But I'm gonna wrap it up. I appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. We are doing a Tuesday stream on my channel. We're still working out the kinks there, and that'll be fun. We have the Island Viper, Toy Optics, and this guy Punk. But we'll figure it out. This was fun tonight. Thanks for letting me hang out. It's always fun talking to you guys. And Bobby, I definitely wanted to stay for this portion to hear your take on M.A.S.K. So
I'm glad. Well, I'm glad. I hope I made it worth your while, man.
It was. I mean, hearing your point, and then the bonus of all the comments, including Ace. It's fun, and I actually can't wait till these come out. I'm still on the fence. There's a couple pieces I want, and I'm curious to see how everyone else handles it once it comes out.
Same.
But all right, boys, I'm out. I have to figure out how to leave the studio without ending the stream.
Yeah, it's true.
You should be able to just leave, man.
Yeah, I'm leaving. All right. Have a good night, guys.
Later,
Later, brother.
Let's see here. Okay, so and to kind of carry on what we were saying, like I love M.A.S.K. I've always loved M.A.S.K, but like and you know what, Tony, maybe if I see it in hand, I'm like, ooh, this is worth whatever. But more than likely,
that's what it's gonna get you. Yeah.
More than likely, it's gonna be like one of those things where like, all right. All right. Let's continue. Let's finish this off because we've got Gem. You know what? Look, my sister loved Gem. I actually would probably buy this for my sister. She would be like, thanks. But it's cool. I wish they would do a Gem classified version so we could put Gem with
articulated, huh?
Put it with Cold Slither.
Oh man! Oh yeah, just for the bands, the battle of the bands.
Exactly. Have a good battle of the bands, Gem. The Misfits, and then
average Joes.
Exactly. And then because I guess we're Gridiron Chills. Gridiron does have the amps and the guitars you can buy.
Yeah.
This Carmen Sandiego is great. It's cute if you have like nieces and nephews who just go ahead and get it. And we have Moody joining us from. Where the fuck are you? Are you at
He's
home?
home. He's
Okay.
home.
Oh, that's right. He's home. That's right. He's home. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
he
right.
got home. Yeah.
Yo,
That's right.
am I working? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
you,
you're good,
you
man.
sound good. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I figured it's 2 hours and 30 minutes into the show, and I have no idea how this Wi-Fi works in this office. So let's give it a shot. We got nothing to lose at this
It's good
point.
so
right?
far, brother. You're all right.
All right. Cool. We'll see if it goes
Yeah,
in and out.
let's see if it holds up. But yeah, Death Valleys are here, right? Pick it up for someone who might like Carmen Sandiego. I loved the '90s like acapella theme song. Let's be real here. When acapella was a thing for like a hot minute in the '90s, who knew?
Yeah.
Let's see, Rose over for pole position. Yeah. My sister and brother watched it all the time. I couldn't escape Gem. All right, who else we have? We've got My Pet Monster. Do I still have My Pet Monster? I might have it somewhere actually. I might have my original Pet Monster.
So these were old schools back in the day too. All this nostalgia stuff's coming up. I don't remember this.
Yeah, I was
a bastard. So
that was what was great. I had My Pet Monster and the chains. It had like a little fake link, so you could break, so you could like be all wild.
Cool.
And they were Velcroed. I love My Pet Monster. I don't need another one. But if we had a kid, I would 100% pick this up for my child right now. It's fantastic. Moody, did you have one? Did you have a My Pet Monster?
No, I was a bad boy. My mom wouldn't let me get one. Oh wait, that was Baldy. That wasn't me.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have one. No, and I didn't have Gem or I didn't have anything you guys talked about tonight except GI
I don't think my
Joe.
sister even had Gem.
Yeah.
I think she was too busy with Barbie and some other stuff, but not too much toys.
Yeah.
Fake jewelry and little things like that. They did that.
Yeah. Is it crazy? I don't even know what My Pet Monster is. It had a cartoon and everything.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah. My brother had the My Buddy, which
I remember My Buddy.
Child's Play was supposed to be My Buddy, but
yes.
Whoever owned Child's Play wasn't who owned Child's Play back in the day?
New Line or no? Was it New Line?
No, the actual. I mean, My Buddy. Who owned My Buddy?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah. But they
had My Buddy. I had My Buddy.
Yeah, they had oh shit, KJ.
What up? Oh, G's in the house, and I'm holding it down for the bald.
You are the follically unchallenged.
I'm the first baldy. I'm the first bald motherfucking member.
There's only one bald guy. Let's get rid of him. Let's get rid of the old bastard, huh? Let's get rid of him out of here.
Let's get a bastard.
Well, hold on.
No bald bastard will be on my show like this one.
Oh shit.
Okay, so here we go. Hasbro owned My Buddy. So Hasbro told New Line they couldn't use My Buddy because the last thing you want is your product being shown on TV, coming to life, killing people.
Yeah, and then PlayStation took it over.
My Buddies he would have sold back in the day, though. They did that.
So.
I mean, good point. Good point. I still remember the My Buddy jingle too.
Hey, I got a question in the chat. I never got to answer.
What'd you say?
What's that?
Right here. Someone asked me a question.
Oh. Did you?
A $700 super chat from Figure Fight Club. He said, no.
With a dragonfly.
Did you get the Ringside Collectibles Road Warriors?
Are those out yet?
No. So the crazy thing is they were just in stock and I didn't really pay. Like I was like, oh, dope. And I posted all the pictures. I didn't realize they were in stock and they're gone like forever. I think he put them back up for back order, but John, who owns Ringside, is a good friend of mine and I'm pretty sure I'll get them someday. Let's just say that. So
don't you just hate that when you just miss a figure? Like that happens to me all the time. The collector's edition Wonder Woman
or what's another one I missed out on? So many. It's like I just got paid. I go to get the fig and it's gone. But whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Also, KJ, I need that shirt.
Oh yeah.
I need that shirt.
Just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not going to wave my shot. It's time to take a shot. But alcohol, nothing going to get us banned.
Bobby, how dope is this? It was Bald the Fuck Up episode, and that was just like OG a toy kind of mood right here. All four of us.
Like, fucking dig this shit. Let's do this.
3 hours in.
Yeah, they got their Tuesday show, right?
Hey, by the way, I just want to give a quick shout out. Shout out to the homies Trey and Abi. Abi just crossed 1,000 subscribers. Figure Fight Club. Go follow and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Yes. Clap for the homies. Big love to Action Figure Alliance, Toyomic Displays.
Yes, sir.
And Traxius, I'm gonna say. I'm screwing his name up, but
Alan,
go follow that. Alan. Can I use his real name?
Alan and Trey. Yeah, it's up there on the screen when they're on. So
okay, good.
The only reason I'm saying
those dudes. Baldy holding it down Tuesdays, homies holding it down Wednesdays. I'm going to be coming back live. I'm going to try to do it weekly, but I don't want to waste y'all time because I blow through shit. My shows are like 20 minutes long. My shit be shorter than Nas albums. So.
Yeah, I have no idea when GHC is coming back. I'm in the process of moving. I got basically 4 weeks left. 25 days. 25 days left in Texas.
Well, what about your homie and hollering at me or Jason EX or something?
What's up?
About us hosting GHG?
Oh, I mean, fuck it. I mean, if y'all want to, by all means, yeah. I'll sure.
Down for one of them cartoon things, and what we did.
Yeah, I've got ideas. It's just sitting down and implementing.
Sitting down. It's just sitting down, man.
That's
sitting down.
By the way, man,
Just
sitting down is fucking unhealthy for y'all, man.
Hey, I got a shout out. I got a shout out. Oh, sorry, Tony. Go ahead. I was cutting you off.
No, just he's right about sitting down. It's shit. You got to get up sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I want to give a shout out to Baldy Locks. He moderated the hell out of the show tonight, man. He did a great job.
They did.
Well, look, man.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, we're gonna say KJ.
Well, I'm just saying, man. Like we got M.A.S.K. I just want to talk about M.A.S.K. because I don't know how long I wanted M.A.S.K. back, yo. And yeah, it's irritating that the Rhino looks cheap. The plastic looks cheap. The parts look cheap. The figures look cheap. For $100, I need those figures to have elbow articulation. I get it.
Hey, there's no elbow.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, like it.
These are what, 5 POA?
They're 5 POA. Yeah, they're like the superpowers, basically. It's the same thing.
Yeah, like it does look kind of cheap. I hate saying that.
I think we're really used to the chrome. We're used to the vac metal. You know,
we're used to, and we've been collecting at a higher degree. The brass are
we have
more expensive than this, man.
And I'm looking at my mask figure in the box back there. The plastic looked thicker. Like this looks like if I drop it the wrong way, it's gonna go.
Yeah, it's like the thing is, at these prices, this needed to be 1/12 scale.
Oh,
like $100 for a Rhino. Yeah, if I can put my Marvel Legends and Classifieds in it, okay. That's the thing.
I mean, you're not wrong, right? Like, and everyone's like, yeah, but it's got the spring-loaded rocket. Well, yeah, that's how they all came. That's how like this.
That's how they came. And
we're used to that. We're used to that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
Oh no, we're used to that. It's just no vac metal. All that dull gray was chrome, and I think even the Skyhawk, the Thunderhawk's wheels were chrome.
Yep.
I'm not sure though, but I mean, I'm just nitpicking. But damn, prices. Oh yeah, and the laser guns on the doors were chrome vac metal. Yeah.
Yep.
So this is kind of like when you go to a show, right? and let's go, like, you go see one of your favorite bands, and they're off time, they're off key,
Yeah.
they're just older. You pay it through the nose because it's
There's
your
only
favorite
one
band.
original member of the Mary Jane Girls singing.
The drinks cost an arm and a leg. Like, damn, man, $40 for Grey Goose Cranberry? What? Solo Moody. He's got the drinks.
No, I'm just drinking. You don't have to solo me.
I'll have to
man.
go get it
Okay,
right
but
now.
next
I don't
time-
know tomorrow.
A little
Next
German
time,
beer.
I'm going to bring some brews out here. So Baldy wants
The
to do a craft
Germans.
beer episode. I said, bring me onto
The
that. I'm
Germans.
going to do that. Yeah. So my thing is this: if you're not going to pay up front, you're going to pay sometime later. You know, like I wanted heavy duty, so you have to pay. CMD store, you have to pay for that shit. I wanted the platinum edition, Mr. Terrific. Guess what? I had to pay, right? And so if you don't want it, no one's going to fault you for that. No one's going to fault you for not getting Thunderhawk, not getting Rhino, not getting Condor, Switchblade. No one's going to fault you for any of that stuff, right?
But
Because you have...
you know, KJ, it's funny you mentioned that because, and you mentioned when you brought up earlier how much, like, you know, a Switchblade was going online. For me, like, I would rather pay $40 or $30 for an original Switchblade than pay $75 for a new one. Because if I'm going to do it, like, you know what? Like I did it with my Snake Mountain. I started piecemealing it back together, and that for me is like, you know what? I'd rather have that than, you know, the Origins Snake Mountain, right? Like I'm contemplating selling my Snake Mountain. Because I've already got my Snake Mountain. I just have to piecemeal the shit back together.
That's true. I mean, with these prices, maybe I'll look at eBay or whatever for the real one. I don't know. And with me, and if there's paint rubbed and, you know, because it's old, paint it up, baby.
You can buy stuff incomplete, save money, and you can buy the other parts. I was able to put together a Motu Blaster Hawk for cheap because I just kept buying cheap shit. The base is like, here's a Blaster Hawk. It has fucking nothing. All right, I'll buy it. And then I bought all the pieces and I put it back together.
There's, and I want to get him on the show one time, but I've never done it. Toy Polloi has all these sticker sheets for free for all your old figures, and his YouTube channel is like how to fix your old figures. I have on my MacBook Air all of these stickers for Eternia. So whenever we get a house and I decide to go, you know what, I'm gonna rebuild my Eternia, I've got the sticker maker in the next room. Give me the sheet. So here, baby, can you make the? And I can redo Eternia.
We gotta start.
I got all kinds of stickers.
You guys gotta make more stickers so people can, you know.
It's true.
That's a good future guest for GHG right there.
That's
Toy
true.
Polloi? Yeah, holla.
Yeah. Well, look at that segue. Motu.
God.
So, all right. Here's the thing.
Let me get a drink.
These look a lot better. Alex, dope. KJ.
Yeah, this is my ninja clamp. But go ahead, please continue. Sorry, I'm showing love to Motus. You can continue.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so the renders for these look like garbage. They did. They look like straight up like, oh, I'm gonna pass on all these. The figures, and like here actually look pretty cool. I'm still getting that Battle Cat. That Tiger looks a lot better than it did on in the render. That Chitara looks a lot better in the render. That Panthro looks meh. I don't know. We'll see in hand. Lion-O, He-Man. I'm passing on all those. But the Skeletor Mummer mashup looks cool. I will probably get 2 to 3 of these.
Battle Cat looks amazing. He makes me want to go back and get Castle Grayskull Man from Classics.
Oh yeah. They look really good. Again, like we've talked about before, I feel there was a missed I don't have a missed opportunity, but like the Battle Cat looks cool. There should be a Panther figure instead of, I don't know, the He-Man figure. The He-Man figure looks pretty weak. I felt they did a better job with the. No, wait, they did a shitty version with the mutated He-Man. I didn't love that. But the Turtles.
This is a perfect marriage, though. Like Thundercats and Motu is a perfect marriage, and all the partnerships, the crossovers they've had, this makes the most sense.
Yeah,
and I think this got the best reaction at the toy fair that I work at, the Mattel Toy Fair that's closed. Behind the scenes, the business people were like amazed, and they're not like toy crazies like us, but this is appealing to them, and it made more sense. So I think as a business move, this was good, and just because they don't look weird, you don't have like something so different in fantasy from the other. They're just almost in the same world. Just the same
G.I. Joe and
vibe.
Motu. I was like, I don't know, man.
Right. Or like, I mean, TMNT and Motu was cool, and WWE and Motu was cool, but this makes way more sense.
Yeah,
this is like peanut butter and peanut butter.
Yeah, exactly.
Creamy and a little nutty, and you put it together, and it's still peanut butter. So
exactly. Let's see. This is what the Masterverse She-Ra.
Yeah. She-Ra stuff. So.
I love that Skeletor. I probably will get that.
That's badass, man. Yeah. That thing is beautiful.
That's the stuff of Nightmares. The spinning punchy man. I swore they'd already done that one, but I guess I was wrong. I'm thinking Thunder Punch then. The bow looks cool, but it looks wonky. I don't know why that looks so.
It looks cheap because it wouldn't have taken them anything to do a string. To do a string, it wouldn't have taken that much.
And I did have, when I was a kid, I had She-Ra and I had Bo, and the Bo was like a lean figure. Like Bo is an archer. Like literally, his name is what he shoots out of. He's a lean dude. This is like some they just grabbed the He-Man buck, put a new head on him.
Look at that is really specific.
Look at the comment.
Wow. Look, after watching Breaking Bad, you're not wrong. That's the one thing. Let's see. I actually have. Let's see. It's the same. It's the same figure. Hold on one second, Lee.
Always helping you out.
It's the same head as on this Thunder Punch.
Yeah.
Good call.
And I don't like it. I like everything else about this figure, but like, how like a lot of you have a lot of actors and actresses getting the fat taken out of their cheeks so they can look younger. This is like older. Yeah, exactly. Like it's like he went to like the plastic surgeon in Eternia. We'll call him Plastor, and he goes, "I need these pulled out." Right?
Plastor?
Yeah, the plastic surgeon of Eternia. The She-Ra looks dope. The She-Ra looks really good, and I was
watching Kenzo's Creations earlier, and they had some really good notes about the shout out to Kenzo's Creations. Shout out to something. And Axiom Figs, but yeah, it's a good portrait. It's the cape. I'm glad that it's a soft goods cape, not a melted candle cape. But I would say you have sort of had to go through a few iterations before you land on this, right? So this is the third Origins, or is this Masterverse?
This is Masterverse.
Okay.
Masterverse.
Yeah, which we got a animated version for Masterverse, right?
Okay.
We got her like 4 years ago. I finally opened her up because my wife was like, "You're gonna open her up?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I just packaged her away because we're moving. But she looked great. She looked amazing. That Hordak looks great. Like this looks great. I think this is gonna be like the new Eternia Masterverse. So this looks great. Looks amazing. And yeah, I will definitely be getting that the Skeleton Claw Skeletor. That's
Nightmare Skeletor.
Yeah, that's just. I love his helmet. That helmet just is so damn good.
Yeah, Masterverse is the most slept on line out there, man.
It is criminally underrated.
Agreed.
That the Shadow Weaver. So these are the. This is what's weird. Okay, that Shadow Weaver, I believe that's the Masterverse. I'm not sure that Grizzlor is the Origins, and that Terror Claws. Thank you, Toy Bounty Hunter. That Grizzlor looks cheap. That Grizzlor looks like I'm getting him from Dollar General.
Jerome from the time as Grizzlor.
And oh wee oh. And what annoys me, I think, the most about this Grizzlor is that the fur is plastic, whereas the original was fur. Like
Right.
this is kind of not a slap in the face, but kind of a we don't care. I love that Orco though. I love that Orco. That Orco is fantastic.
Well, the thing is with
Cartoon
with the
collection.
Mattel Creations,
Thank you.
Grizzlor,
Bounty Hunter.
it's like you're gonna have to pay through the nose if you want that other one that came out a while back. So if you can luck out if someone like just doesn't give a damn, it's like here, $28, right? But you have to be lucky to find that one. So for people who just want a representation in the figure, fine. But better this than say $50, $70, $90, right?
Yeah. The only thing that does annoy me though, again, is the fact that we already got that original Grizzlor with Origins. Like what, 3-4 years ago? Fine.
Yeah.
You can't get the one. You can't. No one can tell me that they can't give us that same cheap fur on this dude. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if it's Mattel going, hey, you know, it's easier or cheaper because you cheap fucks are waiting for clearance. Fine, I get it. On the other hand, Mattel, just saying, there was a good 1.5 year stint where we only had the same three goddamn figures on our pegs at Target and Walmart. Don't get pissed at me when I go, you know what? I'm gonna wait for a second, right? So.
Yeah, okay. Toy Bunny Hunter has a point where this is animation, so they're using that to get away with it.
Makes a great point there, and if that's the case, then fine. You know what? I'll forget him. Whatever. You can go fuck myself now. Okay. This Hordak. Holy shitballs!
This looks like it came from Mondo or Sideshow rather than Mattel.
100%.
It looks dope.
That, and I love the bat wings. That is a day one. If I find, I buy.
Yeah.
And you know what, KJ, you just said something. We have to go through iterations to get the right one.
Yeah.
That He-Man right there is legit the same goddamn figure we got as kids. And I'm here going, I have how many fucking versions of this?
Man, who are you telling, dude? I remember
with his little G-string.
I was hunting down Motu Origins during the fucking pandemic.
Same.
Right? With the cloth mask because I couldn't buy KN95s. That's how badly I was trying to get this stuff.
Well, question for you guys: the retro Skeletor that Walmart had from CollectorCon, it just got delivered, but it went to my old apartment, so I don't have it in hand. But did you guys order that? The retro, it had the retro packaging, but it was Masterverse though. The Masterverse, the classic version of Skeletor in Masterverse.
I didn't, only because good friend of the show and your former roommate, Trav. Yeah. Steve Bush got me that Skeletor on the throne. And that's
okay from Entertainment Earth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I'm done with.
But it's not the same one, right? It's a little different.
It's a little different, but I pulled it out. I'm like, I can't pull it out here because it's a kids show, but there's there is like when you get a figure, you're like, you know what, I'm done, I'm good. That Skeletor that throne was so damn good.
Well, my question to you is that remember the Target He-Man that was like the one that we bought and ended up on clearance, but it was like a really good packaging. That was like retro. Isn't that so? Does that one match that Skeletor? It's just that one's from Walmart, one's from Target. Like, do they match? Like they're the Masterverse retro. They're the retro versions, but Masterverse, right?
I think. I don't quote me on that though. I think. Let me see if I can find.
They're kind of meant to be the same because like the packaging is retro. So you had the 40th anniversary He-Man. It had like the exploding rocks on it. It was still Masterverse, but it was meant to recall that. That
Right.
Skeletor is the same thing. It even had like the blasting rocks and whatnot. So they're meant to be, you know.
Yeah.
Even though they're from two different stores.
Yeah,
Like,
even though they're exclusives for different stores. Yes.
Yeah. So
okay, good. So I did the right thing getting a Skeletor. Okay.
Yeah. So see, is it up? There we go. $45. It's the same, but the colors are inverted. So
okay, sick. All right, looking forward to it. It got delivered to the wrong place, and then whoever's cleaning the place brought it in, so I can't get it till.
Oh man,
that's nice.
But I got a bunch of shit to get back at the old joint. So hey, the Wi-Fi is working so far.
good.
I haven't had any. It's crazy. I have 2 bars, but the speed is like 250 megabits per second. So I guess it's good enough. That's good to know.
Now real quick, not Tony, Travis. Is this a 2-pack or is that are those?
My bad.
Yeah,
that's a 2-pack. Didn't we get that at Comic-Con for an exclusive? And it's just like they're just repackaging it or what?
So no, the ones we got at Comic-Con. That's the other reason why I didn't really feel the need to get that Skeletor. Was that Skeletor came in that 2-pack with the cocaine ring. That is what we got at Comic-Con. This is a 2-pack of like, hey, you wanted like the original goddamn figure from when you were a kid? Here you go. Because and for me, the reason why this is so tempting is the head sculpts are exactly what I've been wanting.
Yeah, they're better.
They're much better.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it is. I didn't have it in the notes. It just said cartoon collection 2-pack. So I don't know. So maybe someone will know in the chat and let us know.
Well, here's
Looks
the
like
official.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you.
No, I can screenshot. I was on Toy Habits. They have it where it's like they're celebrating the 80th anniversary of Marvel. What? Oh,
Motu?
Like, comics were on Marvel. So these are supposed to be like the comic book ones, I guess.
That makes sense.
And really packs a punch. So hold on a second. Let me screen share.
All right, while you do that, I'm going to answer these 2 questions. Because both Tony's Figs, who's on the show, could have just asked me on the show.
I am.
No, I moved. Luckily, I moved to in the same community, so it was an easy move, like a couple days, just moving stuff back and forth. And no, I live in a townhouse, and I was no longer under a lease. I was month to month, and the owner was moving back in. Usually, owners don't move back into a townhouse, but they had a situation where they had to. And the woman that moved back in was really nice. Wrote my roommate and I a great recommendation letter, and we got a place like pretty soon, right? And luckily we're paying the same rent after all the fires and you heard about all the price gouging going on and even before price gouging, this isn't like a rent mortgage real estate show, so don't have to go too into it, but the rents were skyrocketing. I'm sure across the country, but in California, rents were going up at least $500, $800, $1,000 in the valley, especially. And somehow we got a place for the same amount. And both my roommate and I both have a bedroom and an office, so we got lucky to pay the same rent and each have 2 rooms in addition to common areas. So, yeah, very blessed for that to work out. So this is my first time in the office. Nothing's put away. Look at all the empty detops. I still gotta put them against the wall. We got earthquakes here, so I'm gonna screw them into the wall. But
Shit, I thought you had 2 freaking dragonflies. It's a goddamn mirror.
I know. I bought one off.
Like a baller.
Actually, I won one from Figure Fight Club before he even could give it away. I won it.
Iron ass.
So there it is. No, I just got one.
You're
That's the only
goddamn
toy I
lie.
got. That's the only toy I didn't package because it's so damn big. You can't put it in a box.
Yeah.
So unless you can't even take it apart anymore, right? So that's the crazy part. But yeah. So it'll be a dope office. As you can see, I can do the show. I'll have the toys behind. I'll have some lighting. So it'll be a sick setup.
I got a breaker. No.
We got two.
Yeah. Good times, fun times, a lot of cool stuff from Toy Fair. Whether you're a fan of Joe's or Motu's or whatever or not, there's something for everybody. Even the M.A.S.K fans are getting price gouged to oblivion.
Yeah. I don't know if Bobby has the notes, but it says I added this. I don't know if it will live on it. But Spec and Baldy aren't here. I was gonna say whiskey scores for Toy Fair, but we can go around the room anyway, right, Bobby?
Sure.
So I don't know. We'll just say Spec gave it a 1 because he hates everything. Baldy gave it a 5 because he's a shill. So what about you, Tony?
What?
Toy Fair. How'd you make it feel at the end of the day?
4 whiskeys. Pretty good, pretty cool. A lot for everybody.
Yeah.
I had just realized I didn't know Toy Fair wasn't for the public. It's just for other vendors and people to show shit.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I thought it was like another con or something.
Yeah.
The hell do I know? I don't go to these damn things.
Yeah,
man. Four whiskeys, I think.
Of course, let's see. I got 4 on it.
Ooh,
So
nice.
Yeah.
Trav?
Well, KJ and I gave our whiskey scores for G.I. Joe, and KJ gave it a 4.95 for G.I. Joe, and I gave it a 4.5, I think. I don't remember. 4.5 for G.I. Joe. But for the rest was good. Like a solid 3.5 for the rest. So 4, right? 4.5 for Joe, 3.5 for everything else. Because it was like, I don't even collect any of the shit you guys talked about tonight besides Joe. And I was entertained. I'm like, this stuff is fun and cool, like Sesame Street and M.A.S.K and fucking NECA Turtles and all that. I don't buy any of it, and I was entertained, so it was good. So 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I would give it. What got revealed? 4.5, close to 5. What got revealed, right? But then the other part is, what did all these cost? So what are the prices on these? Drops it down.
That's why I give it 4.
between the figures, all the figures 5 to the pricing, which is a 3 to a 2. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna get the whole thing will be a 4, because a lot of the shit that came out there did look really, really good, and some of it looked a little cheap, but it's plastic, so whatever. It's all fun and games, and there's if I had the money to get all the shit, but fuck it, I would be like, give me the toys, give it to me now.
Give me the
Give me the toys.
Between your Arnold and Specs McFarlane.
Yeah,
Specs
we're losing the
McFarlane
toys. We're losing the DC license, but I got all sorts of license. I got
He nailed the McFarlane, bro. I was listening to it in the car on the way home from work, and I was cracking up. That came out of nowhere, man. I'll give him some props on that.
That was
good.
Mine's sort of like a Jamaican McFarlane right now, so it's not
Cool. Well, we're 3 hours into the show. Well, some of us are new. We're not 3 hours into the show. Tony, you tired?
Yeah, I'm about to go. I just wanted to show I had to throw some. What I did today was the Gridiron Hound. I had some what do you call it? I got from Bad Mother's Tattoos and Customs. I got some decals. I decaled that bad boy up, dude.
That's nice. Oh shit.
Wee!
Make them look like a striker from the old school.
I like that, man. Shout out to the
some of these he does have
battle flag. Yeah.
Yeah, he does have an Oz Striker set of decals, but I ordered like some for the APC, some for the Shark, some for the thing, some for other vehicles that fit better. That are the one he had, the United States he had for the 112th All Striker was a little small for me. So this is from like the Whale, and look at how it fits the United States perfectly right there. So anyway, that was my little project I had to do today, and I tried to get the stickers at the same placement that the Ostriker back in the day had, and it worked out pretty good. I think it came out nice. Just trying to show it off. Bad Mother's Tattoos and Customs, man. If I could give a shout out to, if I could give a good shout out to Jeff over there, Bad Mother's Tattoos and Customs on
nice.
eBay. He's got a lot. I mean, look, got a lot of the decals here from Bad Mother. Yeah, and see with these little guys, you know how I got one more. What do you call it? Figure to do to turn into 6-inch is the is Leonidas. I got some tats. He's on the way.
Delta 17 Deluxe. That life.
I'll put some pictures up on the socials later on.
Better you than me putting those stickers on.
Oh shit! It is. My neck hurts.
Nice work though. That
Looks great.
Ostriker hound is chef's kiss.
Oh man, it set it off pretty nice. Yeah.
Beautiful. You ain't gotta wait for Hasbro's. Sure, you spent $100 more, but you don't have to wait. So that's worth
Have
it.
to wait.
That's a good point. And you're helping a good family business. Shout out to Gridiron Studios. Good guys.
Anyways,
So you want to bounce, Romo?
yeah, I'm out, man. I gotta go. It's 11 o'clock here. What is it? 10 over there for you guys? I'm an hour ahead because of that stupid daylight saving shit.
10
I
o'clock.
got
So
I'm at midnight.
Oof. Oh, that's right.
all right. Well, I think we could do this in 20 minutes.
All right.
Not even 15. Let's do it in 15. Let's see if we can do it in 15.
All right. I'll see you guys
Later, buddy.
Peace, man.
Later. 13 minutes. We'll finish at 3:20. Let's see
All
how
right.
good we are.
Let's go.
Let's rock this shit. Mattel DC. Okay. So Mattel Zen did put it best. McFarlane had a bunch. It was a big nothing burger that when he was interviewed about this. He didn't give much detail, which obviously he probably can because of like contracts and NDA and whatnot. But DC is getting, or Mattel is getting DC, which they had it originally, lost it to McFarlane. Now they're getting it back. McFarlane has said that he wants to continue doing something with DC, which I'm sure he can. I mean, look how many people do Ghostbusters, and McFarlane is doing Marvel while Marvel Legends has Hasbro has Marvel Legends. I will give my thoughts on it, but KJ, how are you feeling about this?
I mean, I went back to grab some Mattel figures for customs, and I think they hold up better. They're not for display the way the McFarlane figures are. They're for play. Yeah. And I prefer play because I can pose, I can get them in more dynamic details. The McFarlane figures, they're limited. You can do dynamic poses, but you have to be very particular. Yeah. They're almost really more related to the kind of wooden stick figures that you would use in arts class. You ever had to take an art class and you had to use those for like poses and basic anatomy? That's really where McFarlane gets. That's why you don't have a lot of thigh swivel except for a couple of figures that are on motorcycles, for example. Yeah. He went for the 7-inch because you can get more detail, you can get more textures, you can get all that stuff, and it's kind of forcing you into his ecosystem. Like he knows you can't put them up against Marvel Legends. You kind of had to buy Marvel Select from Diamond Select, and maybe he did that to help out his homies. I don't know. It speaks volumes that both Diamond went out of business and McFarlane lost the DC license. 6-inch is where it's at. Vehicles, playsets, Mattel's in good hands. The WWE figures are better. They feel sturdier than McFarlane figures. McFarlane figures the McFarlane figures, the Masterverse figures are a better 7-inch scale than McFarlane Multiverse.
Yeah.
The Jurassic Park Amber collection that was 6-inch scale.
Yes.
Even those hold up better than a lot of McFarlane toys. Like I had the what was it, the Grim Knight, the Batman with all the guns and all that stuff. Yeah. Like it's loose. Like some of the legs are loose. It's hard for me to like pose it still, right? And that's a 5-year-old figure. Whereas some of those Mattel Multiverse figures are 10 years old, right? Like a Ra's al Ghul from Batman Begins still holds its pose. It's like that's what you need. And Mattel getting the license back, that's not a bad thing. There's a reason that photographers are still buying the Mattel BVS Batmobile or Justice League Batmobile because it looks better.
Yeah.
And it holds up better in pictures and whatnot. So, yeah, just and on and on.
No, I agree. Travis?
You got me talking DC, so obviously this is big news, right?
Yes.
Because anything DC I don't talk about. Why? Because it's not my scale, right? It's not my scale. I started off with McFarlane during COVID, and I love the what was it, the Dark Knight metal figures. I bought a couple other figures here and there from the comic series, and they were cool sculpts. But then after a while, I just didn't see the quality with the stuff I was getting, even Black Series, WWE, as he mentioned, Masterverse, the quality over time. And what Mattel brings is a powerhouse. You're getting a Hasbro level company, right? They're both on par as the top two titans of this toy thing, whether you like it or not. Behind this, they have experience with multiverse or DC universe before, and you can't compare the figures that we see on the screen now to what they can make now. After seeing what are they 100 they're 200 series into WWE, elites or whatever, they make ultimates 35 points of articulation, all the drop down hips and all that. So you're going to go from McFarlane, which he's terrific at. We talked about the statues at the beginning of the show. Terrific sculpts, terrific statues, great detail and deco, but no, they just don't feel like toys a lot of the times, and inconsistent face sculpts. And now you're getting DIJ level inkjet print face scans on these figures that you get with WWE and Masterverse. That's something only Hasbro and Mattel have. These other companies, now, don't get me wrong, you get good face sculpts from independent companies because they're making small quantities and hand do them themselves or get smaller factories. But now from a Titan powerhouse factory, you're getting this big time face scanning. So you want the way they look in the comics or the movies, you're going to get it. How many times do we get the Snyderverse figures and each time they're inconsistent from the likeness of the actor or actress? Every single time we had to get it. They finally got, I watched the show earlier, finally got Gal Gadot right. She's been around for 10 years, this Wonder Woman now. Shit, right? Like 8 years, 7, 8 years now as Wonder Woman, 6.
Yeah.
So they're finally getting it right now after 6, 7, 8 years. It's hopefully they'll get it right away. It's hard to do. But I mean, if any other company deserved a license, it's them. Also think about it. Warner Brothers is in Los Angeles. Mattel is in Los Angeles. So working for Mattel gigs, doing hosting for the toy fair for WWE, I see Warner Brothers people come in to the fair more than anybody else because they're right up the road. They're in Burbank, and Mattel's in El Segundo. So you got synergy. They don't have to send emails. They can meet in person and have coffee and talk about things and work together and pool those resources together in person. You don't have to deal with COVID and all that stuff too. So I think it's really good to have a neighbor as your partner. People aren't talking about that either. So I think that's good. Now, McFarlane did a great job he's not a one-man show. He's got a team, but it's a small ass company compared to even Playmates. You know what I mean? He's a small company. And so it's great to have the resources of Mattel here in the crossover potential with Barbie, Hot Wheels. They've already done stuff with Hot Wheels, but Barbie, we saw Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. We showed those Barbies. WWE, right? Even on WWE TV, they can, new Superman movies coming out. Someone can wear the outfit or something. So there's a lot of big potential, and hopefully we'll get the Marvel Legends equivalent of the DCU with what Mattel has. That's the highest plateau they can reach, but at least, you know, something similar.
Yeah. I actually like DC more with Mattel than with McFarlane. McFarlane figures were always hit and miss for me. Like there's like, you know, like it's been going for like almost 5 years now. We just got Wonder Woman last year, you know. We just got Power Girl. His Cyclone from the Black Adam movie was as bad as The Rock's acting in that movie, right? It's just garbage.
I saw I saw it for $1.99 for $2.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah.
Still passed on it. And you know, Travis, I think you're right. 'Cause I remember when the licensing was like up and people going, oh, if Hasbro got it, we'd get like DC version of Marvel Legends, and someone did a Batman like mock-up, and it was like amazing. All the stuff we would get. Mattel would do that. Mattel would, like, even if it's like an ultimate line, like an ultimate line of Mattel figures. Like when you get those the ultimate WWE figures, you get a lot of cool shit, right? For $25-$30, I get it, fine. But you get, you know, DC version of Batman with a cloth good cape, right? And it's gonna be a good cloth good.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. So they use WWE. I'll speak about Anmo too. They both use aesthetics from Barbie. Now, because they have the same resources. So you're going to get a lot of good soft goods, robes, soft goods, capes, soft goods, outfits, because they make the best dolls in the world right there, and we're starting to see that.
Yeah,
those
exactly.
elements play into their action figure line.
And McFarlane, even his, when he does the DC statues based on Jim Lee, they look great, fantastic. I would love to get those. I don't do the statues. His Marvel statues look so bad. Like I just saw his Thor, and I'm like, God damn, this doesn't look good. His Spideys look good because he loves Spider-Man. He's gonna make sure that they aren't done wrong. But that Captain America, disappointed. That Hulk, bad. That Wolverine, bad. Like damn, like, can you just give me one figure that's not shooting out webs that looks good? And for me personally, he doesn't. And so just to close off, and then KJ, I'll let you finish. Like you were saying, KJ, like there's no, like, it's all like his figures have always been very statuesque. Like you can't, unless you have a really, like his first Nightwing. I love that Nightwing. I had him fighting Matt Murdock for the longest time because you can actually pose. He actually did the proper like click, like you could hear like the legs clicking because like he had like, so you could actually pose him. It was great. His Batgirl, fantastic. But then he does like Gotham Knights, and they look absolutely just a dumpster fire, like lit in your backyard of a meth house, right? It just looks so goddamn bad that you're like, okay, how do you go from giving me a top 10 figure almost of all time to one that you couldn't give it to me?
Like, it's inconsistency. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and it doesn't mean that. I mean, look at Masterverse. There's really no inconsistency in there. You're either a Moto fan or you're not. Now, WWE there is, but you got to think about it. They rattle them out like very quickly, which is another good thing, because think about McFarlane. One thing he did great was pump out fucking figures faster than almost anybody but WWE.
There were drawbacks. I mean, the first time we considered a derp figure was that Batman designed by Todd McFarlane.
Oh my god!
It looked great in the photos, but when you got it in hand, the promo pictures,
I remember that one.
That was the first time we were like, "This is a derp figure.
This is bad." Then he did that. Then he did a Superman Marvel, the Superman Metal Knights, and you're like, "This is bad."
Yeah. So like, there's a cost for rushing the process, the reuse, the bad portraits, having to redo figures over and over again until he gets it right, knowing that we'll more than likely will buy it, because the people who are reading the comics, the only place you can get figures from those comics are from McFarlane, Dark Knight's Metal, Speed Metal, all that shit, right? The Batmobeast, the Bone Bike, right? So like there would be some really cool concepts in there, but then there'd be something cheap or something weird where he wasn't using female characters, or because of WB he couldn't include guns or artificial scarcity, where
Right.
like you
Yeah.
have this window of time to get these figures, and we're going to use the rarity and the value that these other figures have that we're no longer making to make the rest of our line look valuable. Oh, you missed out on that? Well, buy these. Well, I don't want these.
I mean, look, his whole like platinum thing, like cool. The chase, I get it. Like a chase variant, that was cool. But then when you order them, like, oh, you might get the chase variant. It's like, why don't you just put those out? Like, I don't like I always got to come. I got annoyed, and I just, you know what? I don't give a shit. Because there were two chases I really wanted. I found one. I didn't get it when I was in Colorado. It was Dick Grayson Batman. It was the blue instead of the black. Cool. But even when they did the Batman Hush, when they came out with the black and the gray, that was cool. I didn't need it, but just put them out. And it was just kind of annoying. So
Yeah. Hey, Bobby, I just want to rattle off some real quick that I had for the notes for Baldy. So the deal itself, and shout out to Mega J, man. He broke down this whole deal. He had a great video. Go check it out. This is the thumbnail on it. If you just go to Mega J Retro, sometime tomorrow, whatever. But the deal is not disclosed yet between Mattel and WB. It's official, but they haven't told us what's up. But according to the LA Times that had the article, WBD Global Consumer Product Robert Obersharp said the battle to obtain the licensing rights to get DC was highly competitive, and what Mattel delivered was a very clear understanding of our brand. So it felt like almost a shot that McFarlane didn't have an understanding of our brand, because remember, WB got mad at him because it was like 1 million Batman and not enough. They didn't have any, the female characters and all that. Then additionally, they said content will be in front of that fan to get them excited and extend the storytelling. So I think what I get from that quote, extend that storytelling, is that there's more to life than, the Batman and, the Spawn style characters that he pumped out. And he did a good job. McFarlane did a great job with that. But I think they want to show, and it's not like a diversity thing. It's just that they have a whole library of characters that would help to see in toy lines, because it helps them sell the movies and helps them sell the shows and the comics. And when you only have Batman, you're only going to sell the Batman movies and comics. They want to start to see, more Green Lanterns and all that, Justice Society and all that. Like, it's important to have the toys represented. Look at Marvel Legends, how deep they got into one. They get so much shit, but how fucking deep do they go into the comic line and give us what we want? Even if it's a repaint, 5-pack, whatever, they eventually get to it.
Right. And that's, where, Romo and I would have a conversation about this, because we didn't get our 7, the Justice League, there are the main 7. We didn't get a key piece of the trilogy until 5 years into the line. Like, your first figures should be, if you're going to be doing this we're doing DC, should be your heavy hitters: Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, take your fucking pick, Hal, John, Kyle, Guy, don't give a fuck, Flash, Barry, Wally, don't give a shit, Martian Manhunter, Aquaman. Boom. That is what you lead with. You lead with your dream team. Then you can, if you want to do okay, we're going to do some JLA and some JSA and some bad guys. Cool. Don't give a shit. But if you're going to give me, but there's no Wonder Woman, no Cheetah, no, we didn't get Fire. We just not got Power Girl. It's like, and I get, Todd's like, well, females don't sell action figures. Tell that to Jean Grey, the 15 Jean Greys you've gotten. Tell it to Sharon Carter. Okay, cool. Who else? Black Widow.
Well, here's the thing. It's the business approach that Mattel has, and I can speak as a WWE fan. When they make a wave, it's not going to be Hulk Hogan, The Rock, the Cena, and Randy Orton all in one wave. You might occasionally you want a bomb wave, and it's the 100th anniversary or the whatever, right? but you're gonna have a Zelina Vega, right? You split a guy from NXT, one tag team guy. Like you make, and then you have your can't miss superstar. Roman Reigns is like in almost all of the waves, but that's smart. You got one guy on the shelf, like Superman and Batman. You can make variants over and over again of Superman and Batman, but the rest of the wave doesn't have to be Batman. It could be someone else. It could be Green Arrow. It can be Kid Flash. You know what I mean? It can be Batgirl. And you just make it, you make a nice wave that's it's enough for everybody. And then when you do the case packs, you only got one of those figures, you know, in the pack for the wave variety, and then you have two Batman, or you know what I mean. So you know, if anything's gonna warm, it's Batman, and that's the one you want warming because that's the one the mom's gonna buy.
It's a calling card. Yeah.
And the diehard fan is gonna we're gonna end up trying to have chase. That's smart play. They make you chase those female wrestling figures in WWE. And I mean, they come with the chase. A Jazzwares does the same thing with AEW. It's smart. The least desirable character, you make the chase.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, okay, now I'm buying two of a figure I didn't even want in the first place because it's a chase. It's a hype beast method. You don't make Batman the chase like what McFarlane was doing. You know what I mean? Like that's the business sense that. And McFarlane's an artist first and foremost, and a good businessman. But Mattel is a corporation. They have the best business senses. They're not always going to make the right decisions, just like Hasbro, right? But another thing, though, I'm excited for this because we don't really cover Mattel a lot because they have wrestling and Motu, and we're always covering Hasbro. I feel like them getting DC Universe, we're going to cover a fuck ton more Mattel, and it's not going to be a Hasbro driven, just selfishly, not such a Hasbro driven show. We did cover a lot of McFarlane, but I feel like we would cover Mattel as a brand so much more now that they have DC. You know what I mean? That makes me feel good as somewhat of a freelancer for them too, or employee or whatever. But then also, like, I hate Mattel had a better year than Hasbro, didn't they? But we don't cover them because our toys don't really appeal to our fan base, and I think that will change with the DC line.
Again, hey Travis, a good question. We're into a lot, Justin. We cover. We try
There's
to
a lot of questions here we can take. We didn't. Somebody saved. Do we know when the Thundercat crossover stuff is going up for pre-order? Do you guys know? I don't.
I do not.
I think Mattel will do a good job. Hopefully they stay 7. That was the other topic I wanted to talk about because what scaled guys. Now here's the thing. I think Baldy and Spec and them did a great job with their stream. They covered this last week. They talked about this, and I think Spec said, did Spec say they should stay at 7 and the other guys argued not? I forgot what the argument was. You remember what it was? I wish they were here for that, but what scale do you guys want to see? Because here's the problem, right? Look at the WWE figure on the left and look at the Marvel Legend on the right. And look at the WWE Elite in the middle, and then look at the G.I. Joe Classified on the right. They don't scale. You want your one question, sorry. Do you want your DC multiverse universe figures to scale with Marvel Legends, or do you want them to scale with McFarlane? Or do you want them to scale with Motu? You know what I mean? Like, what scale do we want from these figures?
I think the 7-inch scale was a way to differentiate himself from Hasbro and everyone else. And yes, you got detail, you got textures. But the sacrifice was that if people didn't want more than one scale, they just skipped it.
Yeah.
So going with 6-inch, and let's be clear, Hasbro isn't really 1/12 scale. If you want 1/12 scale, then you're talking SHF, you're talking Figma, you're talking imports, you're talking Japanese figures. What Hasbro and Mattel are, they're 1/11. And I forget where I've heard the term, but I've heard the term heroic scale. So they're a little bit bigger than 1/12 scale.
Well, not Mattel. Mattel's taller. Mattel's 6.5 inches.
Yeah, about 6.5 inch scale. But Hasbro's taller than true 1/12 as well.
Yeah. I would like my DC to scale with my Marvel so I can, actually have
Do the
fun.
crossover.
Which it'll be interesting
Um,
if Mattel does that, because Marvel and DC did announce at Comic Pro that they will be doing crossovers again.
Yeah, this gives us DC versus Marvel.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. If they're smart, if Disney and Warner Brothers can just get their shit together, like they got their shit together for the Sony and Spider-Man movies, right? Amalgam. The end game is amalgam.
Yep.
Super Soldier, Dark Claw.
Yep.
And if we can get that without Disney fucking buying Warner Brothers, then all the better for it.
Yes. And then real quick before, because I'm about to go pass out, why can't Marvel go 7-inch? Because Marvel has been going 6-inch for decades. And to change up their style, I don't see Mattel doing that. I mean, I don't see Hasbro doing that.
Yeah, 6-inch scales, like Paul Galliano said, it gets you vehicles, it gets you play sets, it lets you build a world faster than 7-inch. It's hard to get 7-inch scale, 110 scale vehicles, right? Batmobiles, and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm about to pass out too, man. So I may have to dip.
Moody, you want to
3:30, 3.5 hours.
Close us out, Moody. Take us home.
Well, you want me to do it? I was just saying at 3 hours and 30 minutes. We did it. 2 shows in one. Great job. I think we got all our points across though, right? We did a great job. So we broke it down. We said what DC and Mattel was and the promise that we all want. And it should be interesting in the road to come. And this isn't gonna happen until next year. We gotta remember that.
Yeah, we saw a
McFarlane-
year.
Baldy said that with Spec and the boys, the Bald the Fuck Up show. They said that they're going to be McFarlane still has a lot to do until the end of the year, right? So is it the end of 26 or the end of 25?
Yeah, it's Q3 26. So I still want to
Q3
get
26.
Superman, McFarlane. I want to buy his weird Nathan Fillion, Guy Gardner. I want that McFarlane scale. Like I want a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, but do you think this puts a pause? I think Baldy even asked this earlier, but I'm curious. Do you think it puts a pause on people that are into the McFarlane line, thinking like, oh well, I'm not going to invest in this line anymore because of Mattel, or they're gonna go until
they'll keep playing as the ship goes down.
Yeah.
I mean, I will. You know, if at the end of the year a badass figure comes out, cool. I'll put it with my McFarlane. I'll have a shelf of McFarlane figures that, you know, like my DC Direct. I will, you know, I'll never put them with anything else, but
yeah. It was fun while it lasted, and nothing lasts forever. So enjoy it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I'm excited to see, man, I get to see this stuff early, a year in advance when they make them.
Right here, buddy. Right
So
here.
that's because I see it behind closed doors. So that'll be I'm excited for selfishly because I think I'll get into the line until I get out, you know. So yeah, so I gotta be smart with my money because I might be as into this as Marvel Legends, but at least I'll get a discount if they're in the store. So
There you
that's
go.
good. So there you go. Hey, that means I can get you guys discounts, right?
I take back
I'll
one of the. I take back one of the middle fingers. I take
Yeah,
back.
Yeah, you better take back one of them. I'll keep
I'll
one.
take back-
I'm okay with fucking. Oh yeah, they tried playing it earlier and it didn't work, so I get to do it.
Travis fucking Moody. Travis fucking Moody. Travis.
Good night, guys. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.